catching them all in surprise. It was sort of a long fight when Selphic Caltro was banting everywhere. Turns out he had an innate ability to cast Misty Step 3 times a day. Crazy, right? And also he had regeneration. As long as he didn't take fire damage, he regenerated 5 HP. And if his HP was at 0 and he regenerated life, he was back to life. But if he had took fire damage at 0 HP, he dies. And that's exactly what happened. Torga had her head cut off by Kage. Selphic Caltro had his head cut off by Kage. And
by Denali.
Oh yeah, Denali. The party decided that was that, and they started searching the camp. I believe Masahiko found some ammunition and a schematic and a map, and you guys got an 8-person man tent, 5 scimitars, 5 crossbows, and out of the woods, one of the customers there, by the name of Jarthra Farzash, came out of the woods asking if it was safe. It was. Turns out she was the guide that led Garrett and his band of adventurers to the base of Kelvin's Cairn, which turned out wasn't actually them climbing Kelvin's Cairn. It was climbing one of its spurs. She offered to guide the party to the base camp for 5 gold, which Ace promptly paid her, and party hunkered down for a long rest. And in the middle of the long rest, camp was attacked by an unknown entity, elf, with superior fighting skill, which left Denali crumpled and Eric questioning. Camp recovered after continued the watch, and I believe everyone is long rested now.
Yes.
Let me go on here and do something for you guys real quick.
You're welcome, baby. Go lay down. Go sit down.
Hey, while we're waiting, Kage is going to hand out 1 gem to each party member, explaining that she has no desire for such things. So everybody will have 1 gem. I had 7 of them, so it makes it where everybody gets 1.
How convenient.
It's almost like it was planned somehow.
And that's worth 10 GP?
Yeah, 10 gold.
Ooh.
You have to
You know
sell
what?
the gem.
I'm going to
I
take him.
understand that. I'm just making sure I've got my conversions correct.
I'll convert you.
Otherwise I'll be there Wednesday.
Convert her to a lesbian.
That was the joke.
The first double conversion.
I'm lost without you.
Don't make me disappear for another year.
Oh God, please keep going.
Bye. Hold on, like Kage, I go into hide.
So everyone that was doing the watch, go ahead and roll me a perception check for all your watches.
Wait, say that again? What do you want them to do?
Roll a perception check for your night watch.
Okay.
Wait, I rolled 1 last night. I rolled a 16.
Yeah,
Dang,
roll
Kage. We're
Keep rolling
perceptive
over.
today.
Alright, hang on.
Yep, don't do it now. Get to your new destination, we'll wait.
I'm here right now.
Don't crash.
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys did well.
Jesus Christos.
Punched us right in the memories.
Don't forget to rely it.
What's so stupid about it is that me and Eric have the same bonus to it, and we still rolled the same and higher than the person with the best. These are the shittiest numbers ever. I'll be honest, With us at watch, we getting attacked.
The night was uneventful. Everyone has recovered their long rest. Everyone did their shift changes, and it is now a dusky, snowy morning with no light, dim visibility, still no sign of light. And you're all waking up, and you're all getting your rations out, feeding the dogs, taking care of the axe beaks, doing the normal Prin morning rituals that you've encountered. Everyone has put their snowshoes back on. You've changed clothing. You made sure you slept naked so you don't wake up sweaty and frozen. That's what you do in the cold, right? And you guys are all cold weather geared out with snowshoes.
Make one 8-person tent?
No, I assume everyone was in their own personal. I don't think the 8-person tent was used yet. It was just packed up.
I think we just used whatever we had around, essentially.
Because there were still other tents up.
And I believe we technically dismantled the 8-person tent already, so...
Oh, yeah, you're right, we did.
No, we broke it down. We took it with us with one of the sleds.
Yeah.
Jarthra wakes up and she helps with the dogs and all that, and while she's eating breakfast, she goes, "Oh yeah." She whistles very loud. And out of the snow, a puffy white snow owl lands on her shoulder.
What is this radiant echo magic that you spoke of?
She's eating. You don't know what echo magic is?
I tend to not care for magical things.
Just kind of eating this ration because these rations have dry food suitable for extended travel, including jerky, dry fruit, hardtacks, and nuts. And that's what she's eating from her ration.
God damn, we got an MRE.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, didn't we pick up some rations from that other camp?
Yep.
Do you remember how many there were
they're all
and how much was distributed?
4 days
It was
worth for 5
4 days.
people.
Yeah, 4 days worth of 5 people.
It's like
For everybody?
20.
trying to eat this hard dry food, and she pulls her canteen out and drinks some water. Sorry. What was your question?
The radiant magic. The echo magic.
Oh, I assume it's an ability that you use magic to project an echo of yourself to fight that you control. That's about as much as I know. You've never seen this.
It's been some time. I wonder what the range is. I wonder if that person is near.
Well, that's a good question.
Clearly it can't be that more powerful if it was dispatched by a... Alright, just headbutting it.
Why don't you ask the Goliath if how hard it was?
It may not be the headbutt that did it. It may be just a length of time that the spell was here. I am rather curious to meet the person who provided such a spell.
I don't think it's any worry of ours right now. When they want to show themselves, they will.
Oh, I'm not worried. Just curious.
Who was that guy? Do you guys know who that was? That attacked you?
I assume everybody is sitting there talking, right? Including
Yes.
Eric.
Having some breakfast of hardtacks, dried fruits, and jerky and nuts.
Yeah.
We're
So
fucking
Eric's
beavers.
He's gonna turn to what's her name, Jarthra?
Yeah.
Say,
Josh.
it was my best friend, Rand Morninglight. He is a spokesperson and warrior for the Carliarkon elves. He's a fancy fellow, but a good friend and battle buddy.
That's interesting. Did he ever be able to do that before?
Do what? Project himself as a fucking magic image or something?
Yeah, seems like you have a little mild distrust of that. Not that I can blame you entirely, but doesn't seem like somebody you'd associate with if they could do that.
I tried to wrap my head around it last night, but I still don't know. I have no fucking idea. And why he would even call me a traitor, that's just beyond me.
I wonder if it has any connection to that dream or our visions.
I don't know. But I don't believe we'll find our answer here.
We got a man to find.
I'm sure in due time, when that bridge comes and we cross it, we'll address it and deal with it then, but for now I think we should continue on with finding Boy's owner and getting on with all this.
I agree.
Well, Darther stands up and stretches. When are we leaving? Are we leaving soon?
Well, if the party's up for it, yes. You gotta pack up camp and head on.
Well, if we got everything of worth out of here, might as well. What was it you were enamored with burning it to the ground?
Well, if you want whatever you leave behind, you can kind of just light on fire and let it burn. It'll take care of itself.
It's gonna look like the California fire. Don't do that.
It's not going to be
Don't
seen
do it.
anywhere. It's snowing heavily, and
It's a girl. Boop.
Well, just grab up our things and whatever else you want to bring with you and just leave this fucking place. Let whoever else wants to take things that are left here with them. It's not our problem anymore.
All right. Well, as I said, I got everything I considered of value.
well, I'll take point, obviously. Who or what is the marching order?
I will follow you from behind and be your second set of eyes.
All right, 1 second. Let me get this marching order correct.
I'll trail behind you two. Kind of.
Kage's going to be behind her.
Within the shadows.
So you guys taking all the... That's what I wanted to know. How many... So you got 5 sleds and 12 dogs.
And
Are
3
you gonna
birds.
and 3 birds. Are you taking all the sleds
Right.
with you?
Fuck yeah. We got 2 sleds with 3 dogs, so that's 6. We got 3 sleds with 2 dogs, so
Who's going to drive all these sleds? 3 people are on birds.
we have how many people on birds?
3.
3.
3 people on birds. How many people total in the party? 7?
7.
Yep.
Okay, so at least 4. So we'll put
I don't remember who doesn't. Who.
The 8-man
Oh,
tent
yeah,
would
but
definitely take up space on one of the sleds.
I just
Yeah.
don't remember who's not driving a
So-
bird. Or
Rick
driving a
and
sled.
who's the other person that was riding in the sled? It was Ace, wasn't it?
Yes, and because I am of the Duchess, I will be riding with someone else. I don't want to drive.
It's gonna be like that, huh?
Yeah.
All right then. Well, since not everybody's gonna take a sled, we'll put
Denali will
We'll
drive one
take,
again. Sorry.
Huh?
Denali will lead one again.
You're running on the axe beak, aren't you, Denali?
No. No, I would smash it.
You want to? You want to take one of the sleds then?
Oh no, she was driving the other one. It was you and her driving the 2 sleds
Yeah.
originally.
3 sleds with 2 dogs each. I want to take 1 dog. So that's what I'm gonna do. Of the 6 other dogs, I want to take 2 dogs from those 6 that are with the 3 sleds. 2 dogs, put them on the line with the 2 sleds that me and I think Masahiko's driving.
I'm not on a sled.
And then
I'm on
those
a
other
bird.
4 dogs on 1 sled. So we'll only take 1 additional sled. We'll leave the other 2 sleds behind, and then Denali will have 4 dogs for each sled.
I'm on a
So
bird.
We'll have 3 sleds total.
Just
So
do.
you're going to have 2 sleds being driven by you and Denali with 1 tied to you in tow with 4 dogs on
No,
it.
Rurik can drive the other one.
No,
Will
just.
can drive the other one.
I don't want to drive a sled. Just put 12 dogs, 6 on each sled, and then keep the same pattern. We don't need
He's
the.
saying leave the 3
But,
Leave
sleds
but the problem
Okay,
is
but listen,
then we can't
can
take the
one of these
8-person
sleds
tent.
back and sell it. Hang on, stop. We can take one of the sleds back and sell it and make some money.
We also can't take the
I would
8-person
like to
tent
take
if we
all
have
the
2.
sleds back, but we can't.
If
'Cause
we
people
have
are
2
refusing to
people
drive.
riding shotgun in the sleds, we can't take the 8-person tent anyway. So
Well, we'd have 2 people riding in 2 of the 3 sleds, and my sled would have the
Gunslinger,
8-man tent.
would
I'm
you
on the
like me to
bird.
take care of your bird, and you can take a sled so I can be up front?
You gonna ride 2 birds?
I can ride a bird, if you don't mind. I'll take your bird, Masahiko.
There you go. Give her a bird.
Not
Got
quite
a
my
bird.
bird,
I
but
forgot
alright.
about that bitch.
Be
Does that
mindful
sound
it
fair?
is from
Splitting up
yeah.
those dogs, so we have 3 sleds, 4 dogs on
I'll
each
take-
sled, 2 people riding, and then 1 8-man tent in one of the sleds.
I'll take the
Ace.
sled with the tent.
Perfect.
Ace,
Yes.
if you would prefer to ride a bird, I'll let you ride mine, but don't kill it. And I can take one of the sleds.
I'm fine where I'm at, but thank you for the offer.
No, it's fine. No,
So,
we
You
got
got
it.
3
We
sleds,
got
Masahiko, Denali, and Rurik driving them. Each sled has
No,
4 dogs
Eric.
each. What did I say, Rurik?
Eric driving. Yeah.
I meant to say Eric. Okay, 4 dogs each. One sled has a tent, 1 sled has Rurik, and 1 sled has Ace.
Yep.
Perfect. So the marching order is Jothra in front on a bird, followed by Kage on a bird, followed by who else?
I'll go behind them.
So go behind him in your sled. Okay. Who's behind him?
I'm taking up the rear.
I'll go behind Masahiko.
I'll
Behind
be
Masahiko.
Denali.
Alright,
Eric
you're
behind
behind Denali. And then Rorik's with, I'll say Rorik's with Eric, Ace is with Masahiko's sled, 8-man tents with Denali, and boom! We got a John Madden marching order.
Boom!
Bang.
Alright, and we had everybody
Adam,
go
Adam.
ahead and roll me a survival check. Everyone in the
Alright.
party.
Oh.
I'm feeling like I'm surviving.
You are a survivor.
I feel like I'm safe. Am I?
There's a whole lot of 10s there. Oh,
Yeah,
my
game's
God.
rigged. Can we all re-roll?
On my mat, I rolled and I got a 19. But in the game, I get a 5.
So which one are you doing in-game or are you doing...
No, I rolled the one in game first. So that
Well, my D8s. Did you take my D8s? Nope, there it is. Hadouken. Ooh. What?
Yes.
All right. In a span of about 4 hours, you guys traveled through thick snow and heavy flurries. It looks like you can see the walls of the valley, but as the mountain gets closer, looming off in the distance, what you can see through the heavy snow. You kind of veer off to the left of the base a little bit for another 2 hours and kind of feel like you're going around past some trees and rocky outcrops. Eventually, you see 2 tents pitched in the snow near an icy outcropping that acts as a natural windbreaker. Between the tents is an overturned sled. Still harnessed to the sled are 5 howling dogs. They look miserable. And you hear a whistle from the front. And the snow has calmed to a medium pace of snow falling. What do you do?
We're still in the marching order, or can I deviate and take point and head up to the overturned sled?
You can break your marching order, it's fine.
Okay, Eric's gonna head up with the dogs and the sled. Who's riding with Eric? Was it Rurik or was it Ace?
It was me.
Rorik was riding with you.
Alright, so, wait, what did Rurik call? Oh, okay, and, Eric's gonna say, up ahead! And he's gonna run up there with the dogs, come to a stop, parallel to the tents and the overturned sled, and get out and see what's going on.
Yeah, and the dogs see you, they start whining. You know that dog shit.
Yeah.
And out of the 4 dogs, or I'm sorry, 5 dogs, you can see where one of the harnesses have been snapped and frayed, and it's missing a dog.
That was bold.
And Boy kind of barks "Arr, arr, 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 arr," at the front of the dog sled that you're on.
Right.
He seems really excited, like he's trying to break free from the dog sled.
Alright, so Eric's gonna walk over and free Boy from the line that he's on, and then he's gonna walk over to the other pups and take out a ration, actually 2 rations from his pack, and walk over to the other dogs and try to see if they're hungry.
Gotta do an animal handling check
Alright.
for me, please. And Boy takes off right to the pack of 5 dogs, and they all kind of whine and nuzzle each other. Like, I've done it, friends. I brought help. But in dog. You notice that the dogs aren't eating. They're not really interested in the food right now.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything else out of order?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Eric, I hope you're not becoming married to these dogs as well.
Damn
Maybe
it.
the dog whisperer or something. You do notice that the sled is overturned.
Right.
They're still attached to it, so they're essentially trapped, but they have free movement around the sled, so some of their lines are tangled a little bit. But you do notice that there seems to be 2 crates under the sled, partially smashed.
Okay.
One looks completely empty. The other
Can I do a strength check to see if I can overturn the sled upright?
I have that for
Or is
you.
it pretty heavy?
Yeah, the sleds weigh
300 pounds.
I believe it was 300 pounds without anything on them.
Yep.
And you can
Is
push
there anything on it?
carry. How much?
I can lift, push, and drag 540.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead.
Give you a strength check for that?
Yeah.
I'll help him.
You're helping?
Yeah, I'll help
With
you.
advantage?
Yeah, it's advantage. And you push and push, and you get it dislodged from the snow that's falling around it, and you flip it over, and you find one of the crates empty and the other one partially cracked. But it seems that there are rations, garbage, torn and shredded by the dogs. It seems they've been feeding themselves on rations for a few days, and the other box contains enough rations to feed 4 people for 3 days.
4 people for how many days? 3 days?
3 days.
12? That's 12 rations?
Yes.
If you,
I'm
if
gonna-
you think about breakfast or, lunch and dinner at least. Typically,
Right.
you eat 2 rations a day.
So that's 12? I want to put in my inventory, so I want to know.
Well, the way they always mark it is
Well,
it's every ration you have is
Just
going to be
one
a
per
day's
day.
worth.
Okay, so then I'll add 4 to it, so
So
I'm going to grab those out of there.
it's 12 total should be. But
And then Eric's going to point at, are these east-west or north and south, the tents?
The tents?
Yeah. Or do we not know?
They're beside the dogs. I'm
Alright,
sorry,
so-
the sled is in between the tents. There's a
Alright, so
windbreaker.
Eric's gonna
for the
point at
dog.
the theater of the mind at the tent to the right, and he's gonna say, Eric, check in that tent for anything. I'll check this one.
all right.
Kage's going to go out a little distance from the rest of the party just to keep watch.
Okay. I roll a perception check.
Me? Okay.
Disadvantage.
Of course.
And as Eric is walking towards the tent, he's gonna tell the other party members, see if there's anything out of the ordinary in the area.
Besides the return, okay. I'm gonna look
Right.
over at Jethra. I'm assuming this is the base camp you were talking of, correct?
Don't see anyone. No danger. Yes, this is the base camp, friends. Mate.
Eric walks inside the tent.
Before we go looking too long, about how long of a travel do you think it'd be from Targos to here?
Targos to here?
Yeah, Targos to here.
I don't know.
Not even a guess.
You want to guess?
Yeah, give it your best guess on what it could possibly be. Without stopping, if you want to
Without
think of it.
troubles and hindrance? Maybe a day, day and a half?
Half, okay.
So Eric is in the tent. I assume Rurik has made it to the tent by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to roll investigation, see if I see anything?
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Just tents.
Oh, they're empty.
About how many days ago did you guide
Garrett.
Garrett. Yes,
Garrett.
Garrett. How many days ago did you guide him up here?
Probably a week and a half ago.
That's at least a week and a half ago, and at least a day to get over there, so, gone for a while.
Been about
Eric's
2
gonna
days
come
for
back
us.
out. Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just making that point.
Oh. Eric's gonna come back out of the tent. He's gonna walk back over to those crates. Does he see any like frayed clothing or anything of some sort in the crates, or any articles of clothing?
Doesn't
At
seem
all?
to be.
No.
I'm gonna walk over to that crate, too. I'm gonna ask a question. What roll do I have to do to guess how many rations have been torn up on this thing?
You want to guess how many rations the dogs ate?
Yeah, kind of guess how long they've been at this thing.
Well, the one box is relatively unscathed, albeit cracked open, so it had enough rations for 4 people for 3 days. So you would assume that was how many rations were in the other box.
Okay, 3 days. That's 12, 6. So 6 is left. Okay. Damn, they packed heavy.
Well, it's an expedition to the south of the spur.
So,
Foul play.
let's see. Eric's gonna call Boy over. Over to the sled.
Mm-hmm.
And does a dog come over there?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna
He's a
lift him up and put him in the sled.
He's a very highly trained dog.
Yeah. So I'm gonna lift him up and put him in the sled and see if he can get a scent. If he can pick up a scent.
And animal handling check. He does have a scent, and his tail is wagging, and he starts barking up the spur a ways towards what looks like it's a well-traveled ridge, but you notice that there aren't tracks on the ground because the snow has done a very good job removing all tracks. What turns out here from your investigation is this was a base camp, and apparently they had planned to climb up, climb back down within a day, and something happened where they didn't come back, and the dogs got restless, overturned the sled, got into the ration, stayed alive. One dog broke free, went and got help, and here you are.
And there's just open space around us, correct? There's no trees or
There's
like
trees and rocky outcroppings that are not submerged by snow.
Okay, so Denali wants to walk over to whatever trees are closest to the sled, and I want to see if there's any kind of markings to show or see if there's signs of any kind of struggle or attack or anything like that.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. You don't find anything that would signify as an attack or struggle. It's very hard to discern, considering everything's covered in snow and the wind is blowing hard and cold. If there was sign of a struggle, the evidence would be buried by now.
Barbarian.
Albeit, if magic was used, there'd be some destroyed trees maybe in the crossfire, but everything seems right as reindeer mounting.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Not you,
Barbarian.
Yes, Koge.
That dog. Did it catch a scent?
I believe he did. I say we round up the other 4, put them in a tent, at least get them off this fucking sled. We find out where the scent is gonna take us.
It seems perhaps the fight did not happen here, if there was any foul play.
No, you're right. There's nothing here. But the dog caught a scent, so we need to make way. So as he's saying that, he's gonna unlatch the dogs from the sled and direct them into a tent, and then grab or bring Boy over to his sled and put him on as a lead. Strap him in, and then make sure Rurik gets back in the sled, and Eric's gonna convey all that information to the party.
I need to tell you, if you guys continue, when you start climbing up the spur, there's spaces where a sled could fit, and then there are going to be spaces where a sled won't fit, and then that's why you kind of figure out that's why the dogs were left behind where the sled is at. And it's steep in some points, some rope and climbing gear may be needed. It was supposed to be a climbing expedition. So you can see why the sled was left behind here. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Clear on that.
No, you're fine.
So
I missed that. Alright, so, before I did that, as I was talking to Kage, I'm going to tell everybody, it looks like we go on foot from here.
Guide, are you coming with us?
No, I'm not. I'll stay here.
You'll stay here then and watch over, or no?
If the money's right.
Always fucking money with everybody.
And how much for that?
Well, my time ain't free, friend. I could be back home doing another guiding tour.
Kage's
Even
going.
more money.
Kage's going to bring her bird and tell her, I don't like walking around everywhere. I prefer teleporting, but as this bird seems to move a little faster here, do you mind taking care of it? As well as the others.
If the price is right.
And as I'm saying that, I'm holding out a gem.
What's that? What can I buy with that?
The 10 gold gem.
I don't know what that gem's worth. I deal in gold, sweetheart.
So I
How much
throw,
gold are you looking for,
like
Jocelyn?
chunk 20 gold in her hand.
I will definitely watch all your birds and gear and sleds as long as you want.
You
I just
mortals
want
and your
gold
money.
Just paid
Mortals
for the
and your
month.
money.
Would you like some food ready for me? I have a mess kit with a ladle and a pot.
I almost bought one without.
She quickly pockets the 20 gold.
Wow.
Mortals.
She just made 25 gold off you suckers. And, well, I'll be here if you need me.
If you're gone, and our animals are gone, I will find you and kill you.
I've heard that before here. And she whistles, and her owl comes out of the snow again and lands on her shoulder. And she points to Eric and says, "Come here, you big bastard."
I'm down Liam Neeson.
She takes her leather perch strap around her shoulder and hooks it, and extends it, puts it around your shoulder. And she taps your shoulder, and the owl kind of lands on your shoulder. The commands are look and whistle for return.
Alright, easy enough.
She'll go out about maybe 100, 150 feet. She won't come back until you say, look, and if she sees anything dangerous, she'll typically claw you in the face or peck you with her beak. You get used to it.
Alright.
Just in case. Now, she looks at Kage. If you don't return with my bird, I'll kill you.
Challenge accepted. And Kage's going to put her hood over and start walking towards the spur.
Oh, well, she's great at making friends, isn't she?
So now, Eric, you have a white snowy owl on your shoulder.
Yep, and I have Boy with me.
Go ahead and roll an animal handling check there.
Yeah,
You're not a druid?
He rolls in that one, crushes the owl, and then Kage has to die.
Close.
Yes.
That bird ain't listening to shit you say right now.
Alright.
But
Fair enough.
just to be fair, this part was written for a druid. Just saying. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Shame it got hit
The
by a
wounds
bear.
are still fresh, BB.
So are those tracks that got covered up by the snow.
Oh,
I'm barely starting to get over it.
I love how bipolar you can be.
Her? Me? Who?
That was polar bear joke.
It's a dad joke.
Yeah, you didn't get it. She went with the
Oh,
bear. I
God,
went
dude,
with
I
the
am
bear.
not in it today. Like, I can't handle your jokes, and holy shit.
And it is bipolar because it was 2 bears, right?
Did you say unbearable?
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
It's
Hey,
unbearable.
Chris,
It's
if
unbearable,
I
I
beat
said.
the shit out of him while you're at work, like, are you gonna be mad at me?
Well, that'd be assault on the federal employee, so I'd have to shoot you.
I mean, you don't have to see it happen, like.
There's cameras on facility. I'm going to see it and record it.
Not if you
Anyway.
Then
He's gonna play it back.
on
walking
YouTube.
down to the spur.
Well, he's going to play it back and say, this is where the guy got his ass beat trying to fuck with Jamie.
Would you check out that Unibabe?
He said Jamie.
All right.
He called himself Jamie.
My
That's crazy.
fucking name, you goddamn Californian.
I hate this state.
He's
Please let me out of here.
Alright, sorry for getting off track. Okay. So you guys have a bird, you got boy, you got your party. Jarthos is staying behind because she was paid an exuberant amount of money for a day's labor sitting around and eating. What is everyone doing?
We are marching towards
Loading,
the
yeah.
spur.
What's your marching order?
Oh.
Is this gonna be a single file line type situation?
Yes, it is.
I would suggest that Kage's in front with the owl just ahead.
Well, that's if the barbarian can get that owl to do anything for him right now.
Yeah, that's gonna
Well,
be rough up here.
Kage's going to be in the front, stealthily checking for any traps or problems that may arise.
Okay.
So yeah,
Everyone
let's do
take note of that.
Kage.
That's how you do that.
Yeah.
D&D.
yeah.
Ooh, do I get an
Eric will be
inspiration?
behind Kage with the owl.
Sure. Uh-huh. How far?
Rurik, do you have a problem with standing behind Eric or no?
I don't give a shit. Let's just get up the fucking mountain
Okay.
already.
Cool, and then we'll have Denali behind... Actually, no, false. We'll have Ace behind Rurik, and then we'll have Maxwell behind Ace, and we'll have Denali behind Maxwell.
Hold on. Let me
Oh,
write
shit.
this down so I don't forget. Really quick, fast, in a hurry, like. Let me switch this. So Kage's going to be in the front, followed by
Kage.
you,
Yep, Eric.
and then
And
followed
then
by...
we'll do... Yeah. We'll do Ace. Actually, I'm going to change it up. Ace, and then Maxwell. Masahiko, Rurik, and Denali. As long as everybody's okay with that.
I prefer to be further back, but I guess I'll deal with it.
No, keep the casters in the middle safe, depending on what comes from a 360 perimeter.
Yeah, it just means more I have to shoot through to hit something, I suppose.
Well,
I
it's
know how
better
I
you get
feel.
fucking mauled by 2 bears, so you pick your poison.
That's true.
So wait, where am I? Am I behind you? Or behind?
No, you got Denali in the rear, or far in the rear, and then you're in front of her. Then Masahiko, Ace, me, and
In the rear.
In the rear, and then I'm behind.
Rear.
I'm assuming I'm
You are
behind
my
you,
bottom.
Eric, and then Kage's in front.
Fucking Chris.
Let me grab this real quick, because I actually... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Ah, that is very annoying. Why is it not showing up?
Are you in
What
a
is that?
car, Daniel?
So as you guys are walking, go ahead and roll me a survival check. Kage with advantage because you got Eric leading the way. You have Dog with you, kind of pointing out where to go. Perfect. And you are able to. The wind has certainly obliterated the tracks made by Garrett's expedition team, but you can discern the likeliest route that the climbers took. So you guys travel for about an hour or so, and on a ridge to your right, you see 4 mountain goats.
Sweet. Mountain goats.
If only there was a druid who could speak to them.
Speak with animals? -1 to friendship.
I didn't
So,
realize you joked around there, Kage.
Does everybody else see this too, or just Kage sees the sheep, the goats, I mean?
They crave that mineral.
You can see them.
Alright,
They're
how far
bleeding
away
away.
are they from us?
I'd say they're about 50 feet above you, overlooking you guys.
Alright.
You're kind of popping
At
over
this
there.
time, as we see that, I'd like to use the owl with an animal handling check. I'm sorry. See if this fucking works. Fucking owl's gonna be my bane. Watch.
Okay. The owl listens. What do you say?
He's gonna say. He's gonna look over it and he's gonna go point around or towards the goats and he's gonna say, "Look."
Owl listens.
The owl takes off.
Well, it worked.
We're not seriously.
Took off in the direction you pointed in.
Right.
Good look, Orca. You're not seriously afraid of goats, are we? I think only looks.
No, it's not the goats I'm worried about. It's possibly something else that's got an eye on them. I want to see if the owl can spot anything around it.
Be surprised if anything besides those goats are alive up here.
How's that bird supposed to relate to you?
What?
Oh,
I have to do. Alright, so he's gonna try to call it back. I guess it's what, 2 or 3 minutes will last or something?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's gonna, what was the command again? Come back?
Oh, do a history check.
Only there were notes.
Only if there were notes.
And you just remember by the skin of your teeth that you had to do that high-pitched whistle to get the owl to come back to you.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be higher pitched than that, at least.
Okay, hang on. Let's try it again.
That one was so loud. I'm kidding. And a few moments go by, and you hear, or you don't hear, you see this blur come out of the snow with the snowfall. And kind of lands on you. And the owl doesn't do anything. No pecking or clawing. But it does turn its head completely around and look at the party members behind you. Really crazy, like, kind of.
Maxwell's just like, I gotta learn how to do
He's
that.
gonna look back at the party, and he's gonna say, well, apparently he hasn't found anything. Let's move forward.
Yeah, so the howling wind, the blowing snow, the slippery ice has made this climb treacherous for you all. Ahead, you did see the 4 mountain goats perched on a large rock formation around which you all must navigate.
Sweet.
We gonna die today.
We are. It's gonna be all thanks to rain.
Why not just use them as food?
Hold on a second. I have a map for this, and it's
That's
pissing
right,
me
Denali
off.
said dinner.
Let me help you guys real quick. Sorry.
Maxwell's just trying to figure out how he can turn his head 360 degrees. Be a neat party trick.
Snapper net.
We can help you do it once.
Yeah, once.
Well, actually,
Oh,
once,
oh,
You guys
I
want to see a
found
trick?
it. Woo, I found it, yay! I'm really happy now. Alrighty then.
I'm proud of you.
Does everyone see it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Time to cause
There it is.
the
Hey.
See? I think about you guys all the time. Let me bring out my crayon. Show you where you guys are going. So this is where the base camp was at. Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys traveled here. Boom!
Boom.
You guys went around here. And then you went around here.
Oh,
When...
Time to write that down.
Yeah, I see some of it, but not all of it.
Okay, and then
Oh,
right
there
we go.
here is gold.
Ghosts. Okay.
A garode. Got it.
Hey guys, it's the greatest of all times up there. Let's go. Got Tony Hawk.
Go A's.
Rubs, what can you do?
Roy.
Go at.
Guys.
Go eyes.
uh,
My ass has gone too far. My ass needs to stop.
More like
There it is.
So how many
Perfect.
goats were there? There's 4, and they're up on the mountaintop, like
Yeah.
just pretty much chilling on the side of the rock.
They're probably on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
they're
that's
perched
what
on a
that's
large
on.
rock formation around which you must navigate, which is this rock formation here.
Barbarian,
There you go.
let me kill one. You can use it for meat for the dogs.
Perhaps we should watch and see if they can show us the easiest path up. And then eat them.
or we can just make it
A
easier
mountain
for ourselves
goat.
and leave them as prey for something else to catch. Unless
I
it's
hope
just we
it
have to
kicks
do
you
it.
off the cliff.
Listen, there's a reason why the mountain goats stay on the side of a mountain, so they don't get fucked by something else. They're not going to show us the easiest path up here.
They're going to show us the hardest path.
Thank you, Rain. That's exactly what you see. Everyone check D&D memes for a little bit of nature reality there. Natural reality.
Do what now?
Yeah,
check
that's,
on D&D
well, that's what I was trying to refer
Well,
to.
I get what you're getting at. I'm just trying to get a picture of what people
Because-
are seeing.
Well, because when she said the easiest route, I was like, they're literally on the rock. But I couldn't explain it, so.
Yeah, it's the crazy ass mountain ghosts that
yeah,
sit
that's
at like a
not all
90
what I
degree
was
angle.
picturing. I was picturing something
Yeah,
else.
they're
You're picturing like a rock spire that they're all just standing on top
Maybe
of.
they're on
probably.
Yeah.
I just said ledge, so that's my fault. But
Yeah.
yeah, there. That's more of an accurate way to describe
Take away one of your inspirations.
it. Yep, I removed it.
I get a
moving
bonus
forward.
one.
I didn't.
I still have 3, so I, it's
I got
Don't take mine away.
fine.
All right.
DM loses them.
So what do you guys do?
Oh, Denali did not say that.
So, Kage wants to push forward.
Of course. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Eric
I
prefers to do the same.
Can I
Alright.
do a perception to see if I see any dangerous paths that possibly we shouldn't be partaking in, or if there's a safest route to take as going up this mountain?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that for me.
Yeah, rolling that one, please.
I'm rolling it on my fucking thing, dude.
Cheeker.
I'm not a cheater. What is my... What's perception?
Wisdom.
It is,
Wisdom,
your
thank you.
modifiers.
Thank you. So +3. A 10.
you rolled it by hand?
Yeah, it's a
you
10.
see that continuing in this direction. Let me write it on the map here for you real quick. Is probably your best bet right now.
And that's... Kage points with her hand, tightens her hood, and starts heading that way.
And you guys carry on for a good 30, 40 minutes. And you ignore the goats. So, feel free to have a conversation with each other while you're walking around.
As we're passing the goats, Denali is going to look at the fatter of the group and say, "You would make a good goat ball."
A good
And
what?
keep going.
Not a
Goat
meatball, a goat ball.
The game.
Okay.
You've never played?
I can't say I've played goat
We
ball.
crush goats.
Oh. The way back, we'll get to the fat one. And I will teach you.
Can you give a mild explanation before we decide this?
You take goat, you make ball. Goat ball.
Oh, sweet.
And with that, you've lost me, but we're going to continue on.
She's like, what are you not getting? It's fucking goat ball.
Stay close to the edge. It's rather windy.
When you scream that, you
Oh,
hear
fuck.
Are you safe?
everyone stops as you kind of feel this trembling under your feet. You hear a loud crack from up higher in the mountain. And you start feeling a rumbling noise.
Get for the next campaign. We should run.
Can I look and see,
Wait.
can I use perception to see if there's any kind of cavern or anything?
Yeah, quickly.
+5. 21.
You're in a glistening white expanse of packed snow, and the way forward seems to be your best bet, as you have now triggered an avalanche. As it's snap and a crack.
Can I also do a perception check?
Is the one second. Is the marching order still the same?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Eric's
I
gonna
need-
yell at everybody to move forward. Go
I
ahead.
need to know real quick how far apart everyone is exactly.
It should be further
Say
than 6
5
feet.
feet.
Yeah, about
6 or 5 feet.
And COVID distance.
Yeah, COVID distance.
As you guys look up to hundreds of feet up the mountain in this glistening white expanse of packed snow, you see this cloud of ice and snow coming at you. It's obviously an avalanche. It looks like, who's the last person in the line?
Denali.
Denali.
It looks like you're right in the center of this avalanche coming at your party. Everybody roll initiative for me.
We're gonna fight an avalanche. Let's go!
We fight an avalanche. We're gonna be the best warriors.
Oh, good.
Fuck you, Snow.
Oh,
Let me
for
pull
whatever
this.
reason I have raised.
I'll use vicious
Get
mockery.
rid of that. There we go.
Look what you're doing to us, Amasa. You're breaking us apart.
Ooh, that was almost a 1. Holy fuck.
Oh, you
I
think
know.
you think you're funny? What do you see on your tracker now? There, smart guy.
All right, we're going to attack the avalanche till it dies.
It's got 0 HP.
Oh, then it's dead then.
It rolled a
Done.
10 on initiative.
No!
Masahiko! We're going down!
Did Kage see anything when she was doing her perception check? Like a
I believe she's gonna turn around and scream.
Please say it.
Oops.
You didn't say that there was a cavern.
No, there's no
yeah, or a
cavern.
big wall.
You're in a glistening white expanse of packed snow on this spur right now. And your furthest party member is in the middle, it looks like in the path of the avalanche, but she seems to be right in the middle of it where you guys are kind of spaced out in front of her. So the best way to go is...
Straight.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep on going where you were headed.
As fast as you can, run! Follow me.
So it's like, here's the line.
Let's go 6 feet.
It's coming towards you. There you go.
Eric's gonna look back at them and say, "Move!"
All right, everyone rolled initiative already.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to my musics?
Your music?
Did I
Yeah,
hit
my
by an
music.
avalanche?
Rain, I put a meme in there for you.
Fucking. There you go. You all right?
Kage's not going to talk anymore. Kage's the one that causes a fucking avalanche with her voice. Are you shitting me?
Avalanche.
Okay. Denali, what are you doing?
So I want to tell you what I want to do, and then you're going to tell me no, because I can't go through another player with my movement. So what I want to try and do is get Masahiko over my shoulder and fucking book it.
Masahiko is like 5-10 feet in front of you.
Rurik's
Everyone is taking off running. And you
So
want
that's
to stop
what
and
I'm
pick
gonna
somebody else that's running?
No, I thought we were going like in battle turns, so I just want to keep moving. Then.
Yeah. Okay. So
I didn't
you're
know
gonna
if
are you gonna move your full movement speed and a dash action is
and
what I
then
want.
yes,
So you're
I
moving
just wasn't-
30 feet, dash action,
16.
another 30 feet. All right. As you go, you start taking off. All right. Kage, what are you doing?
Full movement dash.
Full movement dash,
Cunning action dash.
and you make it to the side of the ridge where it seems to be safe from where because the avalanche is like funneling between two mountain faces there. So it looks like you're in the clear.
So I'm yelling back out to the rest of the party, hurry!
All right, Ace, your turn. What are you doing?
Run all the way, and then dash action, run till I get
Alright.
there.
Okay. Let me check my marching order real quick.
Then Misty step. 30
Oh, you're getting a lot of action there.
I don't have Misty step.
Yep, and you make it to Kage as well. Alright. And it says, Rourke, what are you doing?
Does it look like I'm going to make it to where they are? If I do, if I run
keep
and then
running.
dash?
Maybe. I can't tell you the results before they happen.
No, I understand that, but will I make it to where they are? Will I make it to where it's relatively safe or not?
You would have to try.
I can't have eyeballs
Just do it
and
and
see
see
it?
what happens.
You can see your eyeballs and run to where your friends are running.
That doesn't help me.
Do it and see what happens, dwarf.
Yeah, and then end up on the fucking bottom of the cliff.
You don't know that yet. You don't know that. Just run, motherfucker. Run, nigga.
Monica, run!
I guess if I die, it's your fault, Eric. Alright, I'm gonna run and dash to where they are.
I'm not gonna die.
You're not gonna die. I promise.
Stand in one spot, see what happens.
I have to go. Can the DM shadowbox my character? I'll be back next week.
Yeah, you're running. And you're making it. It looks like you're about 10, 15 feet away from where you're going to be clear, away from the avalanche. All right? So on your next turn, we'll see what happens. Eric, what are you doing?
So Eric sees, or he looks back and sees everyone else booking it and making it towards him and Kage. And how far away is he from? Well, Eric's technically behind. Well, shit, we're all running at the same time.
Yeah, so like if I press play on this action, everyone's running.
Yeah.
So it's not like everyone's going this. Like, hey, while you're waiting there, I'm gonna pass you. You know, it's all gonna happen at one time.
So what I want to do is I want to stay put for, I don't know, a couple seconds to make sure Rorik gets to me.
That's going to take a turn, my friend.
Is that going to take a turn?
Yes, it is.
It's going to take a fucking turn.
Quickly.
Hang on a second. I got an idea.
You got 4 ideas.
No, just one.
Oh.
Oh, it's not gonna work. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna fucking, move in motion with the rest of the party. When I'm moving with the party, is Rorik next to me? Or is he behind me?
He is behind you. He is 4 people behind you.
To get to me. Alright, I'm gonna wait for him to get to me, and I'm gonna use an action to throw his ass towards the party. Towards Kage.
Okay, so you're not moving at all.
I'm waiting for him to get to me. I'm going to throw him to Kage.
Gotcha. Go ahead, ready in action, and your trigger is when the dwarf cometh.
Yep.
Mathiko, what are you doing? Oh, wait!
Avalanche.
I use my reaction to shoot the avalanche.
Take that!
Another avalanche came.
At this distance, it looks like the avalanche is roughly 500 feet above you guys. On this turn, it moves 300 feet towards you. So it's got 200 feet to clear before it hits the party. Masahiko, what are you doing?
Okay, so they're 5 feet apart, so the first person ahead of me was like 40 feet. So I'm assuming I'm on the back half of this. I'm going to, would it be faster? I think I'm going to double back and try to get back to where we came from. Because I'm not going to make it for sure. So I'm going to go the opposite direction, the way we came, and dash that direction.
You're going to go back the way you came?
Yeah.
You're going back the way you came is what you're telling me. I'm just asking.
Back the way I came, yeah.
Okay, so everyone's running that way, you're going to go this way?
Yes.
Okay. So you're
Full
going to move...
action.
So you're 30 feet?
Hang on. He's ahead of Rorik. If
No.
you dash in, you'll be okay, I think.
Denali was in the middle of the avalanche. So we're on...
And Rorik was behind Masahiko in the marching order.
I know, what I'm saying is him running backward, he's running into the avalanche.
Okay, never mind.
Slow!
We'll flip it, sorry.
Pay attention.
Alright, so you're just doing full
Dash
movement
action.
speed, dash action, movement speed?
Catch him with party, yeah.
Okay.
I thought she was in the front end, that's my bad.
And you'll make it to the ridge where Kage's at. Maxwell, what are you doing?
Are you going to let me use Featherfall in the avalanche?
You're ahead of Masahiko. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't tell you guys conclusions. You're asking me conclusions.
No, I know. I'm just gonna book it.
You're gonna book it? 30,
run
60?
that section. Yeah, 60.
Okay, let me do some math. Yep, and you're gonna make it to Kage. Now, the avalanche has reached the party. Go ahead and let me pull this up real quick.
If they have to do a saving throw of some sort with me and the barbarian shouting for them to go, could that give inspiration to give them an advantage?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, not right now.
Okay.
All right, so Eric, you said you were staying behind waiting for Rorik, right?
Yeah, and as soon as he gets to me, I'm grabbing him and throwing that little fat
When he
dwarf.
reaches you is when the avalanche hits you, Denali, and Rorik. So go ahead, you three roll a perception check for me real quick.
Die.
We need those people.
Well, don't worry.
It's one of them.
Alright, now roll me a dexterity check. Acrobatics.
Can I use my danger sense to give me advantage because I know this is happening right now?
Sure.
Womp womp.
You said dexterity saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just acrobatics or saving?
Dexterity, acrobatics check.
You want acrobatics?
That's what you should have rolled. Everyone.
Yeah, okay, I'll roll it again.
I asked everyone to roll a perception check, and then I asked everyone to roll an acrobatics dexterity check.
Gotcha.
Acrobatics.
You can take either, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Then everyone, you three roll an athletics check for me.
Oh, that's rough.
As you guys are running, everyone's making it to safety, and the rumbling of the avalanches come in. Eric stops and screams back, "Rorik!" It takes your hand. Go ahead and roll a athletics check for me. Well, you guys did. I'm sorry. As at the last second, Rorik kind of reaches his arm out, and Eric grabs him by the forearm and swings him forward and launches him.
You want a strength check for that?
1 second.
Alright.
Sorry, my God. And launches him a good 20, 25 feet, enough to get him to safety as the avalanche hits. And at that moment, Denali and Eric run right at the final moments where the avalanche starts moving them down while they're pushing through. But they push through enough, and you all clear the avalanche. And you're all there panting as this thing's rumbling by. And you see that the avalanche falling about 100 feet down the rock face. So
Oh no.
anybody caught it in that probably would have had to been re-rolling.
Well then, Kage readjusts herself and keeps walking forward.
Perhaps.
Sit there. Rick.
Can we see base? Can we see base camp from here?
Base camp.
Perhaps we should not yell.
No, you cannot see
Moving
base
forward.
camp from here.
I agree. Perhaps we should keep our voices down.
That too. Also, I think we should play a little game I like to call telephone, if we want to exchange information from one to another. That's far apart instead of yelling out.
What is a telephone?
Question. But
Where's your mic at? You sound very low.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you go.
Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. It's right next to me.
I'm
But
sorry
back to what
about
I was
that one.
saying.
Is that a game like Ghostball?
It is not a game like Godfall, but it is a communication game. Example or demonstration. If I wanted to tell Eric something, I would whisper it. If two people are in front of me and I want to tell him something, I would tell the person in front of me, and I'll whisper it to them, and they'll whisper to the person in front of them, and hopefully that person will whisper to Eric of what I want, and he will whisper back, and then they'll whisper back, and then back to me. Hopefully they'll catch it.
I know what he's doing, little bastard.
I know.
Oh, for
So
God.
we can cause less
He
avalanche.
knows who I am.
I know.
Yes.
I know what you're getting at, BB. You little shit. But it happens. It's funny. Anyways, let's go on. Sorry.
Kage has already started moving forward.
Does everyone understand except for the
And another avalanche starts. No, I'm kidding.
Alright.
You didn't say shit.
So we don't have another avalanche. Does everyone understand? Good. Let's go.
Alright, you guys are going to travel forward again. I'm assuming you're keeping the same marching order.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps Rurik should go a little closer to the front.
It wouldn't matter, because if it happens in the rear, then I'm in the same situation. What if the avalanche is wider next time? It won't matter where
At
my
least
position
then-
is.
Yeah, that
Then the
avalanche
barbarian won't have to wait to throw you.
That avalanche was 200 feet wide and 100 feet long. You guys are about 100 feet away from the edge. It started 500 feet above you and would have swept you guys to the base of the mountain 1,000 feet below. So I'm very glad that some people stopped Masahiko from re-rolling a character tonight. So,
You gotta pay attention to that marching order, guys.
Gotta
Very important.
thank your friends for saving your life, Masahiko.
I also want to thank my friend that put it in danger.
So what essentially would have happened, it's not a guaranteed you guys would have been pulled down with the avalanche. If you would have failed those checks, you would have been either buried, partially buried, and then the final check was to see if you would have went with it. But you guys did great. So you guys are all safe, and you continue moving forward in your marching order. You guys are going to go for about another, let's say, maybe, let me turn this off. Let's say about another hour, give or take, after everyone's just gotten kind of silent, and you guys kind of reach right here. Does everyone see that on the mountain map? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Just to show you, the avalanche would have pulled you 1,000 feet down to here.
Goodbye,
Yep.
base camp.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
I'm glad that finally sunk in for a second.
What's that?
That realization.
Oh, with Masahiko?
No, a
No.
base camp.
No.
Base
Another
camp. All of our
situation.
things are there.
Oh,
Don't worry
no.
about that.
Oh, wow. Look what you're doing to us, Amasa.
You
Yeah,
kill my
me-
dogs like that.
I gave that bitch 20 gold.
You know, and it was
You killed her.
just kind of one of those things
You
where,
probably
It's
get it
not
back.
a dead body.
like, there's a chance this avalanche will happen. Hey, everybody, Kage says something very loud. Crack. Right in the spot you shouldn't say it. It was, like, hilarious.
It was
Okay.
DM gold.
Yeah, DM go. So you guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm having an issue here. Fantasy Grounds has been turbing me lately.
I have a fear that Facebook is recording me.
It's all for the Zuck bucks.
You want the Zuck, you gotta suck.
You reach a steep, snow-covered incline, dotted with jagged rocks. You see Boy take off past Kage. Everybody, Kage and Eric, go ahead and roll a perception check. Eric?
I'm sorry, what?
Roll a perception check.
Oh yeah, sorry, I had a phone call right in the middle of that. I didn't know you wanted us to roll perception. I don't even know what I'm rolling it for, but here we go. Whee! Oh, Jesus.
Eric gets
All
his
right.
own tiny avalanche that misses everyone.
Oh, God.
Second shockwave.
Eric, you don't see it, but Kage, you see where Boy is going through this snow that's now falling heavier. The snow-covered incline, dotted with jagged rocks, and it's steep, but lying face down in the snow, barely conscious, is a humanoid in blood-stained, cold, weather clothing. What do you do?
I hold my hand up to motion to the party that I found something. And I start heading towards the body.
Okay.
It's heavily
Eric's gonna
snowing.
see that and he's gonna follow.
It's starting. It's still medium well at a medium pace, but it's getting thicker, not
Okay.
faster.
Okay.
Can I roll perception to see if I see what she
Follow.
sees?
Yeah.
Well, she just motioned to us.
I know, but I still want to be able to see it so I can recognize.
Yeah, you see the person, the body laying in the snow where the dog is now, nudging it. And
I'm gonna rush to the body.
okay.
I'm gonna create a bonfire nearby the body-ish, so people can kind of get a better view of what's going on.
I want to check to see how badly injured they are or what might be ailing them.
As you approach, the dog is nudging the body and it's whimpering. And you hear a voice. Boy, is that you? And he kind of reaches up. Oh, good dog. Stupid mutt. What are you doing up here? As he kind of turns, you see he was face down in the snow, so he's got a thick, heavy orange beard and rugged. He looks exhausted, on the verge of death. He has a climber's kit on his back and weapons on his sides. And he kind of looks up at all of you and says, "Oh, fuck me. Is this the end?"
No, if I have anything to say
it's
about
just
it.
the beginning.
Where does it hurt?
Everywhere, friend.
I'm gonna inspect him for what seems to be the major
He's
problem.
got a bit of frostbite on his nose. He's looking haggard. Everything else is covered in cold weather gear. It looks like he was slashed across the chest and stomach by something, but that's since dried up and coagulated and crusty and covered in snow. A couple of blood stains under him in the
What
snow
time
and
is it?
rock. I'd say it's about noonish, give or take.
I'm gonna try to find the spots where he might be injured the worst. I'm gonna search, like raise his clothing up and try to find the wounds and.
Go ahead and do a medicine check for me.
Okay.
And as he's doing that,
he's
Sally's
doing this.
going to approach
Go ahead. Sorry.
and kneel down with a ration and water, and offer it to him. And she's going to ask.
Well, before you offer him food, let's see what Rorik finds out about him first. Yeah, so you know that he was cut and thrown. He may have fallen as well. He was attacked by something, and he's kind of out of it right now, so he's not coherent. He's just kind of babbling. He was on the verge of death. Is on the verge of death.
I'm gonna touch him and cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
All right, go ahead and roll the heal for that, please.
Okay. Where's that?
This up real quick.
7.
Yep, and you heal him up. You heal him up pretty good, and the color starts coming back to his face, and he's like, Morden's beard. That's some powerful magic, friend.
You can't die yet.
You saved my life.
Can you move?
I can now with that amazing healing. Thank you. Oh. And then as you come up to Nolly to offer the food, he takes it. Oh my God, thank you. He just starts drinking the water. Like,
What is your name?
he goes, my name is Garrett Vellerin.
Keegan sent us.
Keegan.
Keegan.
Oh, Keegan.
We gotta get you back.
Tearing up. I never thought I'd see him again.
If you keep crying, your eyes will be frozen shut.
I don't care. I love that man. And he said he loves me.
That's what he said before we left. Well, what did this to you?
God's damn Yeti. Ambushed us. Surprised me and my group.
What's the rest of the group?
I lured the Yeti away, but he got me. Knocked me down a few hundred feet down here. I surely thought I was done for.
Do you
Where's
know?
the rest of your group?
I don't know. They may be still up there hiding or surviving, like me.
Where did the Yeti venture off? Do you know? What direction it went?
I don't know.
Anything?
Kage, what's everyone else doing right now?
Documenting.
Eric wants to send the owl up above the party, 120, 150 feet. He's going to say, look, and he's going to send it off to see if it sees anything above us and around
Go
us.
ahead and roll an animal handling.
Come on, big money.
God damn it, this fucking bird.
That bird's not moving.
No whammy, no
Got
whammy.
a Susan in
He's
your
going
pod.
to do it again. He's going to say, look. I'm going to do another one.
No, you can't roll
Damn
again.
it.
You're gonna wait a while for that. What's everyone else doing?
At this point, I'm just kind of looking around, keeping an eye out.
I know you guys may have the best interest, but we got what we came for. There's no reason to look for a Yeti or anything else roaming about this mountainside, especially given what just happened.
I agree. We need to get out of here.
Anybody else doing anything? No?
No, I'm documenting.
Are you sure they're alive?
They just have to be. I can't leave here without them. I want to find my members. I think they're still on the mountain. And as he says that, you guys hear a very familiar sound you've heard before. The sound... let me see if I got it here.
Of ice cracking. It makes me think of those really cool videos of the people like doing the cracked ice. Oh boy,
God damn it.
saber cats or salt
Crack
cats
cat.
or whatever. Yeah,
Crag
crack
cat.
cats.
Alright, who's got passive perception above 17?
I do.
Anybody else?
I don't know what they.
Dang it! I'm off by 2.
Perception is wisdom, right?
Passive perception.
Passive
Your
perception.
passive perception.
It's right at the end of your senses on your main. They'll say perception plus whatever in a box.
Oh, mine's 15.
Yeah.
Dang.
So just Masahiko? Masahiko, you are not surprised. Everyone else is. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Sweet, look what you did. You didn't even tell us he was there.
God
And
damn, rolls are sucking for me today.
And I get a good roll.
Are you kidding?
Them. But jeez.
I've only rolled 3 times. Never mind.
Shut up.
Never mind. I don't feel as bad.
Alright, Rorik, Ace, Kage, you're surprised. So Crag Cat number 1's gonna. This is theater of the mind. Apparently, these Crag Cats may have been tracking or coming near this smell of a fallen person, and you just happened upon him when they finally reached him, and 2 Crag Cats come out of their stalk, and Crag Cat number 1 is gonna jump towards Garrett. And I believe Denali, Eric, and Rurik are around him. I'll give you all 1 reaction. What do you do?
Can I put myself between Garrett and the Crag Cat and cover him with my shield?
Okay, so you're gonna stand out.
I'm gonna try to.
Shield?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to
Okay.
more or less try to shield him and protect him from the.
Eric, what are you doing?
Eric's going to, I guess, pull out his axe, his great axe, as quick as he can, and.
I'm not gonna let you attack. I
it?
just need to know what
Okay.
you're doing as a reaction.
I'm just gonna pull out my axe and prep. Then that's it.
Okay, gotcha. And Denali, what are you doing?
I am going to stand up because I was kneeling down next to Garrett, and I'm going to turn to face the sound with my great sword ready.
Say that last part again.
I'm standing with my great sword ready,
Okay, gotcha.
facing the direction that the sounds are coming from.
And the Crag Cat is going to attack, and then Rorik, since you jumped in the way, you're going to take the brunt of the attack.
Yep, that's fine.
And it has moved enough to pounce in the air at you. Go ahead and roll me a strength saving throw.
Okay. 7.
As you fail and you pull up the shield, the Crag Cat was in the air flying straight towards you and Garrett, and you stood in between them. And it hits you with a claw attack that misses, but knocks you prone.
Okay.
And you take 0 damage as you have this cat landing on top of you, trying to bite your neck and face and shit. Crag Cat number 2 is also pounced, and I believe who was closest to this cat? All right, Denali and Eric, go ahead and roll me just a ability strength check.
A strength check.
Yeah, ability strength check now.
Pick your poison.
Sky Tower.
No.
Eric, you happen to be the one closest to the second cat pounce.
Okay.
It's gonna hit you. Go ahead and roll a strength saving throw for me. And you just make the save. You're not knocked prone, but it does claw you on the pounce and misses you as well. This one kind of, you glance him off your great sword, and he kind of lands beside you on all fours and kind of looking at you. Everyone is surprised for Masahiko, so Denali, all you can do is watch at this point. Avalanche is not a thing anymore. Eric has done his reaction. Max was also surprised. Masahiko, what do? You can take a full turn.
I'm gonna shoot the Crag Cat that's bearing down on Rurik.
No! Are you...
With the bow.
Ooh.
I was hoping. I covered my face.
I
What?
pulled out
What
the
do you
avalanche
say no
maker.
about?
Because if he
I pulled
shoots
out
the
avalanche
gun, he
maker
could.
9000.
Yeah.
Oh. It doesn't matter. You guys can't say nothing.
No, we didn't
There's no
say
time to
anything.
talk.
We didn't say shit.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Doing it as a player.
Here goes Crack Cat 1, because that's the one that's on him.
When you're shooting your gun?
No, I'm using the bow.
Okay.
I already saw an avalanche.
Okay, so you're attacking the one that's on top of Rurik.
Yep. So
I
that's
gotcha.
Crack Cat 1. Let's go.
It's a hit. Take 7 points of damage as soon as this cat pounces on Rurik. He's like, son of a bitch! And he's holding his shield up.
Son of a bitch!
To what you would think was a Crack Cat Nemo. Garrett is also surprised. He's like, oh shit! Now, Rurik, you're prone with a giant Crack Cat on top of you.
Yep.
What do you do?
I'm gonna... I guess pull a crossbow bolt and stab it in the guts.
Alright, go ahead and roll an improvised weapon attack.
Okay. What do you want me to add to it?
Okay. Just a strength with your strength modifier.
Okay.
D20 with strength modifier on Crack Cat 1.
Alright, let me target it. Alright, and... 10.
It doesn't hit. You're trying to hit him, and he's just moving around, trying to bite you in the throat a lot, so it's very hard to stab him with that bolt arrow.
Okay.
I'll give you an attempt to do a strength saving throw, see if you can push this big beast off of you.
Alright, I'm gonna do it with my inspiration.
Roger that.
Because I'm inspired that Dickhead didn't shoot his gun and cause another avalanche. 15.
Oh shit, let me roll this. I forgot I had to roll.
Yeah.
GM has to do things.
And just then, my bow shot so loud that it rivaled the gun.
And you manage to turn and push the cat off of you.
Second
And I'll let you use your full movement speed to get up at
Okay.
this point.
Alright, that sounds good.
So you're now
I-
standing.
If I stand,
And,
just... Is it okay if I'm standing between the Crack Cat and Garrett? Is that okay?
Yeah, you're still in between.
Okay, that's what I want. Alright.
Alright, Ace, it's your turn as you saw these Crack Cats kind of jump out of maybe a rock face above you guys and pound.
You know what I pictured when he jumped on me? When that fucking warg was on Gimli in the fucking Two Towers movie?
I had the same thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would have been cooler if you'd have snapped the cat's neck, the cat's neck.
Yeah. Hopefully Kage is in range, so I'm gonna use Savag's Thing on Crack Cat 1.
On Kage.
On
If she's in
Kage.
range.
If she's in range. Hopefully. Crack Cat.
He succeeded.
Alright. Yeah, nah. Yeah. Sweet.
No narcotics damage?
What happens on a success?
It doesn't say, so
It
nothing.
means nothing. He
Sweet.
succeeds, so he takes nothing. Alright. As you go to do this necrotic magic, but the wind seems to be
It's very windy.
increasing your robot parts. Alright, Kage, it's your turn.
Kage's going to run in and attack Crag Cat 1.
Okay. That's a hit. And because he is flanked, it's a sneak attack. You have advantage on the attack, but and you also get. But it did hit, so you can use sneak attack.
How do I already rolled for damage.
Roll a 1. I believe it's a 1d4 plus 4 for sneak attack.
So, yeah, that's right.
So-
No, I thought it was
so-
a 1d6.
Is it 1d6 or 1d4?
It's 1d6.
It's 1d6.
All right, so roll a 1d6 plus 4, or what's your modifier? Your modifier is plus 4.
Plus 5. So,
Is
7
it
more
plus
damage.
5?
Yeah. Well, that's what
Holy
I thought for all
shit.
my weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plus 5.
All right,
So-
I'll add the 7 damage to him real quick.
Alright, thanks. And then with the cunning action, I want to try and roll stealth to get away from the fight.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not beating that. Yeah, and you are now stealth.
All right.
Lizardy snow. Crag Cat number 1 is recovering from being knocked over off of Rourke, but it is hungry. And it's going to attempt to lunge at Rourke again.
Alright.
He's going to try to claw you.
Yep.
When he misses, you got your shield out, you're just kind of glancing his blows off again. Crag Cat 2 is going to continue to try to attack Egg. And a bite. Rolls a 21, that hits. Zarek takes 6 points of piercing damage as this cat kind of sinks his jaws into his thigh. You can feel the blood trickling out of the bite. That ends their turn. Denali, it's your turn.
Can I use a reaction to do interception on that attack, or is it too late?
It's too late.
Alright, so I'm going to attack Crag Cat 2 with my greatsword.
Okay. That is a hit. Takes 12 points of damage as you see the Crag Cat bite into Eric's leg as he winces in pain, and you bring down your great axe, right? Or great sword into its spine.
Sword. And that's going to end my turn.
Alright, Eric's your turn.
Okay, let's see. It was Crag Cat 2 that attacked me, so as a bonus action, as it bites me,
Reaction.
I would like to rage.
Oh, that is.
You are raging.
Alright, and as it does that, I am pissed to have bit my leg, that motherfucker. So I'm going to attack this thing using an inspiration with my great axe.
It's a hit. He takes 10 points of damage. As he bites you and Denali hits, you bring down your sword right on top of him and you carve part of his face. And he lets go of you and backs up. Maxwell, it's your turn.
I'm assuming everybody's like kind of in front of these from where.
Yeah, everyone's about 5 to 10 feet around these cats. Like, you guys are not far.
Well, I was just saying, in between me and the cats, I'm assuming there are people in between, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Maybe.
the body on the ground.
Well, yeah, because there's the dwarfs by
I'm
one.
not going to penalize you for guys casting spells at this point. It's all theory of the mind anyway.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you would move in a place.
Yes,
that
I'm
would
gonna
be
run.
safer.
I'm gonna run to a place to get a good vantage point on Craig Cat. I'm gonna go with 1.
I'm short anyway. You can see over my head.
Yeah. Alright, I'm targeted to him, and I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt.
Ooh.
Yeah. So let's see if that fucking hits.
It misses.
Alright.
And then take a notch off your spell.
Yeah.
As
I got
this undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy flies out from Maxwell, kind of, and it kind of just curves out and hits the side of one of the rock faces, and with the rocks and snow, he's kind of like, shit, almost caused an avalanche there. He's kind of waiting to see you. Alright,
we're good.
No, we're no avalanches. You hear some cracking in the distance, you're wondering. Mazahiko, it's your turn.
Well, we're going to keep on the attack. We're going to kill, well, hopefully kill Crag Cat 1. We're still targeted. Let's go. I'm not
you
so
miss.
Well, good luck, everybody.
This arrow kind of sound of the warbling mass that hit the rock face kind of disoriented you a little bit, and you're like, what the fuck? Garrett is now prone. Oh. He has pulled out his short sword. And he says, at you fuckers! And he goes to attack Crack Cat 1. And he misses because he's still kind of weak, and he kind of just falls over to slide in the to the side in the snow, kind of, you know, he's trying to help, but he's obviously still very weak and disoriented. That is his turn. It's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna...
He falls over beside you, trying to help you kill this cat.
I'm gonna move to be in front of him again. Just to make sure I'm in front of him. And I'm gonna swing my warhammer. Try to hit Crack Cat 1 in the face.
Is your warhammer two-handed or one-handed?
It's one-handed. It's a versatile weapon. It's a versatile.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
Alright, gotcha.
It's 1d10 damage if I roll it versatile, but I still have my shield, so.
It's 1d8 now.
Yeah, it'll be 1d10 if I use two hands, it'd be 1d10 plus 4 instead of 1d8.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
1d8.
Yep. And I'm gonna attack Crack Cat 1. Make sure they're targeted. Yep. And incoming. Oh, that's damage. My bad.
Whoops.
Yep. 21.
Hold on a second. I gotta add life back.
Yeah. 9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong.
Yeah, that hits on the attack.
All right.
Roll damage.
Okay. 8.
You can for 8 points of damage. As the hammer comes in, you can hear the bones cracking beneath the fur, and you hear this kind of sound. And your turn, Ace. What are you doing?
Sweet. Crag Cat 1's gonna get the bells. Ding dong.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
Boom. Ding dong. Wake up.
The cat failed.
Boom. 1d12. Necrotic damage.
Narcotic.
As you guys see Ace pull her hands apart like this, you see the cat's life, energy, and force just kind of shrink him a little bit, and you see this dark necrotic cloud just like pour out of its body, just and it falls dead.
Toll is mine.
Let me check something real quick. That was a cantrip or a spell?
Toll the Dead's
a
a cantrip.
That was a cantrip.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip. Just do it anyway. You have 1 HP for temporary HP right now.
1.
I see what you did. We were talking about that before. Me and
Alright, Kage's turn now.
I want to kill things.
Kage's gonna creep from the shadows and attack Crag Cat 2. Not gonna do shit.
That's a hit. Roll sneak
is it?
attack.
Okay. Yep.
And you hit Crack Hack 2 for 10 points of damage as you come out of the snow, and you kind of just stab him in his hindquarters, and you hear the cat kind of wince in pain. The cat is now going to turn around and immediately address whatever has attacked it and targets Kage. Does a light attack against her. Rolls a natural 1 and misses completely, and it's going to try to take off. Everyone can take an attack of opportunity except for the casters.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm taking one. Fucking asshole. I ain't taking shit. I am.
Denali missed. Kage hits.
Oh, come on.
Eric misses. Rurik hits. Alright, Kage and Rurik, go ahead and roll damage. And you both hit the cat at the same time and kill him as he tries to run and kind of... And the fight is over.
How's that go again?
And Garrett's like, let me out, I can fucking kill him, I'll show you. He's kind of delirious at this point, trying to kill Cats. He's had about enough of this fucking now. What's everybody doing?
I'm gonna look
go
at.
grab the one arrow I can recover.
I'm gonna just kind of rub my eyebrows and wish
you
to
get one
God
arrow.
I could hit something.
You're gonna look at your hands and say, what is it all for?
What is the point?
What is the point? You're starting to think that maybe these weapons everyone uses may be the key to success.
Not to multi-class and a fighter.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Alright. Addict's Rage is gonna end. He's going to...
It's not like the two crag cats that somebody with a gun scared off before.
Yeah.
You're right, I should shoot it.
Make sure you're standing 100 feet away from
The
him.
mountain crumbles from the sheer force.
Yeah. Avalanche Part 2, The Reckoning.
Reroll campaign.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a business. I'm gonna start a business and start making explosives and do avalanche control for Masahiko's gun expeditions
You
on
son
Kelvin's
of a bitch,
car.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Alright, so, we're on this mountain. You found Garrett Bellerin, and he has told you that he wants to rescue the rest of his expedition party. In the midst of that, two crack cats who have been stalking his wounded self appeared. You all kicked ass and prevented kills. What do you do now?
To be honest, at this point, I don't know how much the chances your friends have there, Garrett.
I know they're
Not just
fucking
that,
alive.
if we climb up this hill any further, are you going to be able to get up there without being a burden?
Just give me a moment. Your friend here healed me pretty goddamn good. I can help. I can fight. I gotta make sure that Mokingo and Piverloo and Asterix are alright.
How do you
It
spell
wouldn't
those
be
names?
fair.
How do I spell it?
Wouldn't be fair.
I'm gonna look at Eric and be like, why don't you take your chances with that owl again? See if you can get it to relay any information before we go traipsing up the hill.
Eric's gonna look at the bird.
On an
gonna
animal
squint
handling
at it.
check, and
Yeah.
tell me what you roll.
He's gonna squint at the bird, and he's gonna say, "Look," and he rolled a 5.
Still preening himself. He doesn't really give an F what you gotta say.
Yeah.
God, that bird's useless.
Well,
I'm gonna
he's
break
not gonna do
into a rage because I'm pissed off at this bird. But
Uh-huh.
why can't you just fucking look, you fucking stupid bird?
Oh, you hear?
Who?
All right. Well, yelling at it isn't gonna do anything. Are we going to go up here and?
Well,
find
what
the
you're
bird?
doing's not doing anything either.
Who?
You. So I figured I would try something else.
Really?
That was good.
Just give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes and I'll be good. Hey, when you
Well,
go
you better
find
make it quick.
my friends.
I don't know if that avalanche hit Jarthro or not, but I fucking hope it didn't.
The trick to avalanches, you don't shout. You don't say fucking anything really loud. For no reason at all.
Oh, Garrett, I got a question. How long have you been out? How long since you left your best cap? Since we got all the time in the world to speak.
Oh, I've seen darkness, partial darkness for 3 days. It feels maybe.
And what was the name of your friends again?
Oh, Makingo. Growling Bear.
What the what the fuck is Pickle holding?
A phone.
1 second real quick. Go ahead and roll a history check for me, Denali.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Actually.
Hey, I'm sorry to ask, but do we mind taking about 10 minutes? I have to go to the front desk.
Yeah, could you set off the alarm again?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll be right.
Alright, Stick, now I can get those names.
Shouted, and another avalanche happened in North Carolina.
Trying to get Chloe down.
What's the other two's name?
And then we shoot it down.
Astrid.
Yeah. By the way, Denali, you know Mokingo. He is of your tribe. You're from the Akhenathi tribe. So, sorry about that. I said that too loud. I should have whispered it to you.
You're gonna cause another avalanche.
Yeah.
Okay.
GM wasn't prepared. Avalanche. Suck it.
In case I forget, sorry, I've been trying to get Chloe down, so my brain is like all over the place. But in case I forget before Pickle comes back, upon hearing that name and knowing him, I'm gonna be like, we gotta go.
To get him or leave?
To get him. To get him.
Alright, so
we gotta get out of here.
You do know Mokingo Growling Bear, and he was famous for wanting to fight Oyamanartak, the legendary Goliath polar werebear. He's always looking for this.
Something you have in common: killing werebears. Polar werebears.
Can I get the other name?
He had mentioned Paralu Fishfinger. Female halfling follower of Yondala.
Last name?
Fishfinger.
Fishfinger.
And there's Asterix. A female tiefling who mumbles a lot. But she means well.
Is that all her name is? Asterix?
Just
the NPC is the character we were talking about before we even started tonight.
Wait. Thank you for your patronage. Here's a clip bar.
Ha! I get it, because we're on a mountain.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody else saw the irony of when Rurik was shouting at the bird, and the bird just goes, who? And then Eric was like, don't be yelling at the bird. And he's like, you're not doing anything either. And then Eric goes, who? I fucking damn near lost my shit. Who? So, BB. So in my dumbness, because that's like the best way to describe it, I ran out of coils for my other vape.
Hold on a second. What? No. You were saying something like your vape coils?
I ran out of coils for my other vape, and I've been vaping this other one for maybe like 2 weeks. That has fucking been awful. And the stuff told me it should be here by Monday. And I'm like, okay, that's great, perfect time for me. And then I checked today, and now it says it won't be here till Friday. And I'm like, alright, I don't got fucking time for this shit.
I just went to a store and got coils.
Yeah, I would love to, except that my fucking tank that I love is like 3 to 4 years old, and the only place you can get coils for it is online. Nobody carries them around here. So I had to go get a completely new fucking tank, and then even finding coils for this fucking thing was fucking annoying. I ended up going to like 6 vape shops today. I was fucking pissed.
I don't fuck with tanks, man.
I don't prefer...
It's too much. Not too much. They either always leaked, they burnt out in like a day or two, or the glass would crack because I would knock it on something and I'd pull it out of my pocket, cracked with the juice all along.
I've only had that one happen to me once, but that's because I dropped the vape like 4 billion times, the tank, and it just happened. But like,
yeah, I
don't
still have the rubber bands that wrap around them with all the little.
the safety shit. I don't mind. Like for me, tanks are fine because like a coil, and a 60 milliliter bottle will both last me a week. So I typically will buy coils and juice in bulk, where it's like I'll buy like 10 bottles of juice and I'll buy like 10 coils. That's 10 weeks.
I use
cost me like maybe $100.
I use deep well RDAs with coils, and I'll buy a pack of like 4 coils in pairs, and it'll last me for a month.
I vape so I needed to start vaping at work because it was fucking like not vaping at work sucks because I just want to smoke all fucking day, and that was killing me. So I'm just pissed, man. Like I'm more mad at myself. It's like, yeah, I gotta suffer the fact that because like this time I was like, fuck it, man. I got the $1,400 and I just bought like 20 fucking coils. I'm like, let's go.
If you don't like tinkering and messing with coils and shit like that, because back in the day you would have to roll your own coils with a power drill and all that shit. But we got guys in the local area here who make coils and sell them at the shop. So I don't have to do that. So I get my coils pre-made. So all I have to do is drop them in and cut them to size.
Well, like, and that's something my buddy does.
And I carry this around with me to change my coils.
Yeah, that's what my buddy does. I tried getting into it. The problem I had with it was compared to the tank that I use versus that's the thing. I wasn't getting any flavor at all.
I guarantee you, this box or this mod and this RDA, you'll be blowing clouds like a goddamn chimney, and with flavor that'll blow your mind. You want flavor? So good.
Literally, it'll blow.
I mean, in all fairness, I've also only been vaping the same juice for like probably 2 years now. So
probably.
Mod ones.
We left.
I'm back.
Ronathan.
He's back. Give him a minute.
Rook, you good?
Yeah. My sound went out. I had to fix it.
Your camera went out too?
Gotta fix that too. Hold up.
When a woman asks me my sign, I tell her whatever, or my sign is whatever would get me in bed with you for tonight.
Is everyone good?
I don't know. Are we?
+1. Who wants a kiss?
That's what I thought.
Doesn't have the chocolate variety.
Alright, guys, let's start a game of
Yes.
Goat Ball.
I'm down. If Goat Ball's anything like Blitzball.
Oh, Goat Ball?
Trust Fall is actually a simple one. It's a Maxwell game. I push you off the edge of this mountain, and you hope to God I have a spell slot for Featherfall.
Don't push me. I'm close to
Let's
the edge.
play Avalanche. Whoever gets the loudest triggers an avalanche.
Oh, well, we already had a winner on that, so.
Let's play the penis game.
Let's play D&D.
Yeah, I'd like to play D&D.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're waiting for.
I might know that everyone's good and back and ready to party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the 10 minutes, he tells you about Makingo Growling Bear Akanapi. He always wants to fight Oyamanartak. And Perilou Fishfinger, the female halfling follower of Yolanda. Or Yondala, not Yolanda. And Asterix, female tiefling who mumbles a lot. She means well, but she mumbles a lot. And he's feeling good, up to snuff with the healing and rations you gave him. He is now at full life.
Marcy.
And ready to party.
Alright. If you're able and willing, we'll head up the hill now. Get it?
Denali, you do know who Mokingo is.
Yes, and upon hearing his name and that he was with the party, she is going to urge that we go, and we go quickly. We must make sure, one way or another, if they are here.
We certainly want to be climbing this entire mountain blind. The Yeti roaming about.
We can just kill it.
A fair answer to that, but
I agree. I wouldn't want to kill it or deal with it.
Denali's already making her way up.
Especially if it's the same Yeti that took out the caravan of the iron ore we dealt with before. Let's
Well,
see, we're not going to have...
hasn't left us as much of a choice. She's already going up the mountain.
Carefully and quietly.
yeah, wonderful.
We can always just choose to let fools die.
Kage's proceeding.
Okay. Is everyone follow?
Ace is following.
Begrudgingly, yes.
Yeah.
What is the marching order?
Denali's already gone. She's in front.
She's probably in front, yeah.
Alright, let me switch it up. So, Denali's in the front now.
Kage's behind
Party
her.
in the back.
I am behind Kage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be behind Frumpy.
Real quick, baby, what was the name of the polar werebear?
Yeah, I need to write that down.
Oyamanartak.
How do you spell that?
Oyaminartok.
I'd like to buy a consonant.
You're constantly asking for that.
What is Z for 500?
Zulu. Military time that is African in nature.
Nice.
I didn't like your joke, BB.
Thank you.
I did.
It is African for time to work, farm equipment.
Perfect.
Leader of the
we're
Zulu.
traversing up the mountain.
And as you guys climb, you guys have to navigate a series of perilous ledges and cliffs and small outcroppings to continue forward. Everyone go ahead and roll an athletics group check. And if you're curious, I've moved from paper to tablet. I don't know if you can see that. See?
Sweet,
Paper to
I got a
tablet.
10.
For some reason, there it is. You said athletics? Fuck me, dude.
Really, Denali? You just rolled a 9?
Yeah, I was hoping that you were just going to ignore that.
I mean, we're also going to ignore that Ace rolled acrobatics and not athletics, but you know, hey, whatever.
You see Denali trying to climb one of the ledges and slips and falls, but catches herself on a ledge below. Denali, you now have 1 level of exhaustion, which means you have disadvantage on ability checks. So now everyone go ahead and roll me another athletics group check.
Ooh, I almost rolled a nat 1.
And it took your group an hour to make sure that she climbed back to you, and you guys continue on with your journey.
I almost rolled a nat 1.
Alrighty then.
I rolled a nat 20. Does that count?
You're good.
Yeah.
So did I.
What did everyone roll? Say it out loud.
19.
21.
14.
Alright. And on this one, Maxwell trips a little bit, but he jumps and leaps to a rock and kind of pulls himself out, but he's isolated. And it takes you guys about an hour to get a rope to him and pull him up to you guys. Maxwell, you now have 1 level of exhaustion, disadvantage on ability checks. Everybody go ahead and roll me 1 more athletics group check.
Rip.
Rip me.
Nice. 8. Oh, same. Masihiko, high five.
So wait, do I roll that with... Whatever.
Oh wait, I was supposed to roll with disadvantage, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So let me roll again and take the lower, or do you want me to just re-roll the whole thing?
Oh, good, I did.
Yeah, Maxwell falls instead and rerolls a new character now.
Oh,
Oh, wow, hey, same boat, baby!
Nat 3.
So, a series of mishaps and inexperience. Hold on, let me roll this guy's checks real quick.
I'm about to get real mad at somebody.
I hope Garrett does.
I'm about to start killing people myself.
3. Alright, Garrett's a pro. Alright.
That piece of shit.
So, yeah, you guys almost lost 3 of your members, but they seem to catch themselves. Ace and Masahiko take 1 level of exhaustion. Maxwell and Denali, you're at level 2 of exhaustion. And you guys are going to take a short rest for me here. Maxwell and Denali, your speed is halved. But after all this, it's been about 4 hours. But you guys made it to a break in the perilous journey where it's smooth sailing from here. And I will show you how far you guys made it. You guys made it right here. Flat surface. Everything else seems to be smooth sailing. No more cliff faces and rock faces or perilous climbing. You guys can take a short rest here. Tell me who's watching for perimeter. You'll have to roll me a perception check, and then you guys can minimally do the 30 minutes. But if you need to, you can take the full hour, and I'll remove a level of exhaustion from everyone if you take the full hour.
Oh, I'm taking the full hour.
Full hour, yeah.
Garrett, I'm just going to lean up against something if it's nearby, or if not, I'm just going to pass out on the ground. I'm just going to be like, that's why I hate all of you. And I'm going to take a brief nap.
How many watches are needed in that short rest? 2?
I just want you guys to tell me that you're vigilant and watching out for anything.
All right, Eric's gonna take a watch then. That's 18.
Yeah, you guys are good. You won't have any encounters on this short rest. You guys can relax, and the hour is yours. I'll be back in an hour. Enjoy. No, I'm kidding.
What? Alright, anyways.
You guys want to do anything before we continue on? Time is now.
I'm
and
napping.
make some water.
You're gonna make some tea?
Actually, no, I have water skid in my inventory. I'm gonna drink water and eat a ration.
Talk to a friend. Nope. Comic goes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna eat a ration and relax.
talk to a friend. Hey, Ollie.
What?
I believe there's something I want to tell you about these chocolates that I know.
Her eyes light up, but she doesn't move. She just like moves her eyes to you.
There are different kinds of chocolates than the ones we had.
Do you have any?
Unfortunately, I don't.
Then I don't care.
But I believe I know where to get some. But first we have to return to town after we rescue these people.
If they're not dead already.
Thank you for that.
We're nearly dying on our way up here. I would not be surprised at this point.
If Mokingo is with the tiefling and the elf, I feel they are still alive.
Didn't do much well for Garrett over here. I think he was clinging to death. What we found him.
It's a tiefling and a halfling, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, halflings? Sorry.
Mhm.
I don't know why I had elf down.
Tiefling.
Just a bunch of lings, okay. Ling.
That's racist.
Also,
That's funny.
that's it.
Perhaps when we get back, we can look into this. For now, I'm too exhausted and have other matters on the mind.
Go ahead and rest. That is all from me.
And then Denali's gonna look off in the distance and just think about chocolate
Sweet.
and ale.
Okay.
Well, you notice, Eric, since you found Garrett, that he seems to be in good health because of the healing from Rorik, but you also notice that boy has completely disregarded you and has been by Garrett's side the entire time. After your long rest, you guys feel good. Everyone who had level 1 exhaustion has no exhaustion, and those who level 2 are back to level 1, which is Maxwell and Denali. Which means you still have disadvantage on ability checks, but you have your full movement speed. Pull this up real quick.
Thanks, Pa.
He's dead.
Is it really you, Paul?
Everything I love dies.
Everybody dies. Not everybody lives.
Ooh.
Imagine.
Will they sleep? Dragons?
Oh, it is playing. I had to turn me to okay. You guys continue forward, and you move for about another hour or so, and it's starting to be the evening, and the twilight is starting to show. You seem to have cleared the snow line, and it's a crystal starry evening, twilight and plain view, beautiful rainbow auroras. And up ahead on your left is a 15-foot high, 10-foot wide cave mouth. Blood on the snow from distance from the cave entrance. And Garrett says, This is where we were ambushed.
By the Yeti, I assume.
There was a Yeti hidden
under a snowdrift near the cave entrance. It lunged at me and raked me with his claws, and he bit me in my shoulder. The Mokingo came to my defense and hurriedly ran into the cave. I saw Astrid fleeing up the mountain. He pursued me some distance down the mountain before knocking me off a ledge, abandoning me and returning to what I assume is his cave.
Wonderful. Now one's up the side of the mountain somewhere, and the other one's probably dead in the cave.
We have to go in there. We have to go up the mountain. We have to know if they're alive. I have to know. I'd sooner die than go back to beautiful Keegan.
Well, we can process elimination. It's its cave. It probably killed him for sure. The better chances is the one that roamed up the side of the mountain.
I know my friends. They're probably in the cave, hunkered down, eating Yeti as we speak.
They may be dead, but it'll be interesting to look.
Well, you're more than welcome to walk inside the cave with the Yeti. I'm not exactly keen on the idea of walking into its house.
Practically died getting up here following somebody's whim.
Does everyone see you? The cave mouth.
Yes, I see it.
Fucking ridiculous. And you said it was around what time right now? It was getting dark.
Evening-ish Aurora time, twilight time.
Okay. Denali is going to suggest that we either go in with torches or those with dark vision go in and scout.
Again, do we have to necessarily go into this thing's home?
Why the fuck did you come up here in the first place if you weren't gonna help?
Kage is going to go into stealth and start walking in the cave.
All right. Anyone else following?
Denali will pull out a Okay.
Sweet, I'll go in.
So then Denali's going to walk in behind him. Randy.
I didn't expect you all to go in, so I didn't have a map prepared.
I'm not going in, so...
Okay.
I'm in, but I'm like trailing behind just to kind of like be there if I need to like rush in to fight or anything.
I don't mind.
Alright, Kage's in front. Who else is behind her?
I don't like the supper fools, but I'll follow.
Alright, and then Ace, and then who else? Denali?
Denali, but she's trailing back just a little.
Just a little?
Yeah.
And Maxwell?
Yeah, I'll be behind her as well.
And Rorik, what are you doing?
He's muted.
Rorik!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'll stay outside. Masahiko.
Okay.
But I'll watch the cave entrance vigilantly.
Cool. Garrett's gonna come in with you guys. Is that everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And for those who are in the cave, this is what you see. Rourke and Maxwell, go ahead and give me a perception. With advantage, since you're together.
I still have a level of exhaustion, though. Oh, well, I guess it won't matter, huh?
Who'd you say? Rourke and...
I said Rourke and Masahiko, I'm sorry. Maxwell.
Okay.
You said with advantage?
Yeah, 19.
I love that Garrett's icon is a female.
Dave has
He's
voice
not the wife.
position.
Does everyone have the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can
Yep.
Rourke
Yeah.
and Maxwell see anything on the map? Or, I'm
I
sorry,
can.
Rourke and Masahiko.
I can just see the party a little bit ahead of them.
You can?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to stop sharing this record, and I'm going to do this. Did you get it, Denali?
Yep.
Everyone in the cave can see the cave, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone who's not in the cave cannot see the cave, correct?
I can see the outside of the cave on the map.
Yeah, correct.
Good. I mean, okay. All right. What do you guys do?
While Kage's in stealth, she's gonna probably be about 10 feet in front of the party to look on, to be looking for any kind of dangers that she can be able to report back.
Okay. It is pure darkness.
With my vision, can I make out any kind of shapes?
You can see gray. Everything is in gray. Right now, there's nothing but, as you enter this cave, it has a 20-foot high concave roof. Most of the floor in this cave has fallen away, forming a chasm. All that's left of the floor is a rocky ledge connected by a natural stone bridge and an ice sheet to the left.
I'm going to motion to the party to come towards and kind of like make a hand gesture for a light.
She gives
she
you all
is.
the finger. It makes sense.
I mean, if she's in stealth, can we even see her?
I was more wondering at the pitch black.
Yeah. you
Well,
can still
Eric
see.
Eric lit a torch.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part.
Yes, he
That's
did.
how stealthy you were.
Yep.
I mean,
So Self came to see the fire.
Yeah.
she's stealthy for enemies, but not the party.
Right. So then you were saying I can only see gray. Is that still accurate with his fire?
I believe, what's the range on the torch? I think you have 20 feet of
10
light,
bright.
10 bright,
Is it 10
15
and 10 or
dim.
20/20?
2020.
Let me check.
I don't know.
Sucks.
Because I don't know how that works with dark vision.
20-foot radius of bright light, then a 20 foot past that of dim light.
23?
20-foot bright, 20 feet past that of dim.
Yeah, so outside of
So
that,
20
everything is
20
gray
bright,
for you.
20 dim.
So roughly 40 feet of decent vision
Mhm.
for people with dark vision.
Yeah, as you enter this cave, you do see the ice sheet on the left, and then a natural stone bridge to the northeast of you-ish. So if you walked over here, you could see it.
Okay.
Alright. For this, for the purpose of this, the people in the cave, go ahead and roll initiative, and then we'll take movement slowly with your initiative.
Alright.
Okay.
Sweet. I get first. Nope.
You're the last person I want to have first at this point.
I go
I
second.
sure as shit don't want it.
You go last.
I'm about to walk out the cave myself.
That shit, I'm out.
Shit, that's why I'm behind.
You don't want to look at Denali's glorious stone ass.
Well, just don't bend over to pick up anything.
God damn it.
Alright, Kage.
Do you do the bending?
I'm gonna go towards the bridge. So.
Sorry.
15,
COVID kicking in right
20. And I'm gonna stop about 20 feet to let the party kind of catch up.
Let me move you back real quick. Try that again, please.
Okay.
Let me see if this works. Oh, okay, good.
15 and 20.
Alright. Is that all you want to do?
Yeah, for now. Well, I still want to make sure I'm in stealth.
Yeah, you're still in stealth.
Okay.
It's Garrett's turn, and he's going to move up behind you. Eric.
Alright, sorry. Eric's gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20.
What?
25, and my turn.
Peace.
Sweet, I'm gonna go 5, 10. 15.
You guys don't have to count your spaces. Just do it. God damn.
I'm
It's
counting.
driving me nuts. Please.
Memorize. Okay.
Sorry. It's
I'll
driving me
leave
nuts.
this.
I get it. You're moving 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it?
Yeah.
Alright.
It kind of depends on the limitations you're allowing us. If we have to move full movement speed.
You can move as far as your movement speed takes you. I just need to know if you're doing anything significant. Just move to where you want to go, and I'll describe what you encounter or experience or explore.
Set the limitations before you complain.
They're
Come
already
up
known.
here, and I am going to have my great axe out and ready.
Maxwell?
What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna move. Right here. I did the math. You're good.
And Rurik, go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage for me. Good to go. You don't spot anything crazy. Calgate, what are you doing?
I'm proceeding further in.
Okay.
While still in stealth.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Garrett?
Garrett, what are you doing? God, he's muted.
Garrett!
He takes a dash action and moves further across the cave.
Why?
Kind of looks back to you guys and goes like this, like, hurry up. Eric, what are you doing?
I moved. Go ahead.
Da-da. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have a torch in my hand.
Sweet.
Do I see anything?
you see the natural stone bridge.
Awesome.
Leading into
I like it.
what looks like a entrance deeper into the cabin, with the chasms on the left and right of this bridge. Denali, what are you doing?
I'm going to move. Can I go diagonally just between them?
Yeah, just walk in between them
for
like you
movement's
just
sake.
going in between them, yeah.
Okay, and then from there I am going to, sorry, I'm moving my map so I can keep seeing. Oh, I gotta wait for my icon because I want to do dash and go up ahead a little more. The fantasy ground icon, sorry. Well, that's gonna end my turn.
Maxwell.
I am going to Yeah, good enough.
So you fall down that chasm, you re-roll.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. Did it stop you right there? Here, I'll move you.
Yeah, it stopped for some reason. Yeah, I was supposed to.
I think you fell into the...
Yeah. It wouldn't be the first attempt at re-rolling a character today, falling off a goddamn mountain.
Do you want to take a dash action and move again? Yes, no, maybe so. Go fuck yourself.
No.
Nico, Rory, go ahead and roll a perception check. You guys are very vigilant. You don't see or hear anything suspicious. Kage, what are you doing?
And dash action. Use dash. Move it. Holy crap. It's not letting me move my character. There we go.
As you enter this 10-foot high tunnel, is strewn with bones, dead body, bits of flesh slipping into the bone. The head has been ripped from its shoulders, gnawed, and you see niches in the wall filled with heads for halflings, humans alike. And Garrett runs up and notices the clothing. It's like, fuck. This Makingo. Where's his fucking head?
Apparently not on his body.
As he looks into the wall, he finds that dead with one of the eyes open and one of them closed partially, ripped off. And he just gets silent as he clutches dead Goliath's head in his hands.
Do you have any other friends in here?
I'm just going to say at this point that Denali, Eric, and Ace and Maxwell have reached you guys at this point as this is happening.
Ugh. Yikes.
As this happens, Eric's gonna take his left hand that is free and put it on Denali's right shoulder, and he's going to say, "I'm sorry, friend."
Where is the Yahtzee? And she's like clenching the handle of her great axe, making her gritted teeth.
There are 7 other niches. Well, 7 altogether. This is just one. but you guys see one that may look familiar to you. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Everybody?
Gotch.
Yeah, everyone inside the gate.
I'm rolling at disadvantage still, right?
I don't even know who
Yep.
that is.
Oh, I dropped a 19.
Oh, good.
Oh, I was.
Kage, you go up to one of the heads and you visually inspect it. It's a dwarf's head with one of those snow pile caps on it. And you notice the tag says, what's it? The name is Umbach. And you recall that that was the name of the dwarf that was ambushed and killed in Rurin's group of the missing sled quest.
It seems we found the missing dwarf. Umbach.
Are there any weapons on
There is
Looking
one
Ghost's
great
body?
axe by the skeletal remains with meat, sinew still attached to Mokingo's body.
Denali is going to walk over and kneel down to pick it up. And before she stands back up, she is going to tell Mokingo's body, "This axe I will fight in your honor and make you proud." And she's going to take the great axe.
Gotcha.
And she's going to sheath her personal one. She is wanting to kill this Yeti with his great axe. That is her mission right now.
You guys doing now?
Garrett. Garrett.
Yes. Yes.
Are these all your friends? Or are there supposed to be more?
There's two others. A halfling and a tiefling.
And at just that moment, you hear a scream from a female's voice echo throughout the chamber.
I want to investigate. In stealth.
Can I roll perception? See if I can hear where it came from? What direction, I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a mumble.
It's coming
From the cave.
it sounds like it's coming from the tunnel ahead of you. There's no other tunnels.
Yeah.
So you're like, must be the only tunnel that noise is coming from.
Very observant today, are we?
Yeah, very.
We'll theater of the mind from this point on.
Is it loud enough to carry outside?
Alright.
No, it's not.
Perfect. Now I don't have to feel bad.
So Kage's going to go and stealth and move forward to look for this scream and hopefully kill something.
As you come around the corner, you can see in gray a full-size Yeti watching as a Yeti Tykeling is playing with what looks like a halfling female in cold weather gear as she's balled up in a defensive position, and this Yeti Tykeling is slapping it back and forth, and she's screaming, and as it's just playing with her like a toy.
Oh, God.
And you see, alright, let me turn.
see it?
Mm-mm.
On the tracker?
Yes.
No, in the map.
Yes.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
She's kind of curled up in this defensive position, crying and screaming, "Stop! No!" And the Yeti Titan's kind of laughing. He's playing with this laugh. What do you do?
I'm gonna go back towards the party, let him know, and ask Garrett, is that one your friend?
That one what?
There's a small Yeti ragdolling a person. I wanted to know if that was a friend.
What
If not, we could
standing here. Let's go.
Okay, I just wanted to see if we should just leave or if that was
runs
a friend
in
of
ahead of you.
yours.
What's everyone else doing?
Sweet. Following behind.
I am preparing to engage, but I am in stealth.
Alright.
Trying to get that out.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay. I am not ish. I thought that was going to land on a 4.
Alright, you're stealthing along the walls of this cavern. Garrett is running ahead.
Well, if Garrett goes running, Eric's gonna follow.
Sweet. Let's go. I got a spell
As is
prepared
the
for this.
Nolly.
I'm gonna put you guys right. Okay.
I wish
Here.
Wind was here.
One's not gonna talk
So we
to
can
him.
hug a Yeti.
Don't worry, you'll
Make
join
it add
us
it to her list.
Everyone, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, except for Kage.
Disadvantage. This will be
You
great.
wanna roll at a disadvantage or what?
Come on!
Huh?
Are you exhausted?
Can I use
No,
inspiration?
I have a torch in my fucking hand.
Yeah, you can use. You can put the torch out.
Oh,
No, that's a bad idea. I'll just roll disadvantage with it. Fuck it.
Trust me, if anyone gave our position away, it's me.
Just then, the Yeti turns around. She's bare her teeth at you all. Except for Kage.
Man, Yetis are terrible.
What do you do?
I want to attack.
Yeah.
Sweet Garrett points to the halfling. And you want to attack?
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and move your whatever you want to attack. Let me put you on the square real quick.
I don't think I have enough feet to get there.
Well, you only have 2, so...
Very smart.
I approve.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm just moving there in stealth because I'm not within range.
You hear Garrett run. Well, you see Garrett run up to the middle of this the floor of this cave. It's 5 feet higher than the previous area. It has an uneven ceiling. It ranges in height from 10 to 20 feet, and it looks like the floor drops off to the south a little bit. But there is a female adult Yeti watching her child, the Yeti Titan, as it plays with this halfling. The Yeti Titan is knocking her around like a ball, and it's clear from her cries that she's still alive. Seeing you, the Titan goes and runs up the back of her mother.
to get out of you, and the Yeti lets out a roar.
Can we hear that outside?
No. And it doesn't look like she's initially aggressive or attacking you guys. She's just in a defensive stance with her tackling child on her back. Okay, so
the halfling is not being attacked right now. What's she doing?
not right now. She's curled up in a ball defensive position by the Yeti, kind of crying and sobbing.
I want to creep a little further or closer.
Theory of the mind at this point.
Okay, so I'm trying to creep around the side of a cave, and to where I could still be in stealth or need a roll for stealth to try and get to the halfling without the Yeti seeing, like to where I can maybe get her attention.
And you'll have to roll stealth.
Yeah.
She does not see you. As you inch closer to the halfling, you kind of touch her shoulder out of the darkness. She kind of winces and she starts seeing you, and she's just crying, and she's just like amazed that she sees another humanoid.
Slowly go back to my companion. I'm whispering that.
You don't need an avalanche
Denali
in
is
the
going
cave.
to come up to the left of Garrett, like 10 feet to his left, and ready in action. Just
As you
in
come
case.
closer with your weapons drawn, the Yeti is kind of backing up, and it looks like she's not attacking, but she's keeping herself in her tight. She's kind of defensively watching, like. And you see Garrett take off towards the halfling, runs right by the Yeti, but the Yeti doesn't attack, and he goes right up to Perilou.
So he's right up next to the Yeti and it's not attacking.
Not attacking, it's kind of just watching. It kind of knows what's going on here. It doesn't seem to be attacking, or it's more defensive than anything else.
I want to look at it, and is there any kind of blood or anything on its hands or around its mouth? Would that be perception?
Yeah, it would be a perception.
And I'm going to use one of my inspirations to just balance it out and just make it a normal roll.
Okay.
Well,
you can see that it has dried blood and stuff on its maw and fur, but it doesn't look like it was recent.
I am going to tell the party it has not had any fresh kills. And it does not seem to be aggressive.
Kage's just making her way back to the party, following the halfling in stealth.
As
Denali's
Denali
going
says
to
this
walk
to the party,
backwards. Towards the party.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just walking back towards the party, but I'm walking backwards so I can keep my eyes on the Yeti and the tyke.
Okay.
So Eric's gonna turn to the party, and he's gonna, after hearing what Denali said, he's gonna say, it's probably best we leave. I don't think this is what killed our friends. Get it? Let's go.
Garrett is messing with Paraloop. He's like, oh, my poor dear, are you okay? And she just wraps him up in her arms and she's crying hysterically. They killed Mokingo. I saw me, Mokingo, and Asterix ran up the mountain. I want to go home. I want to go home. Get me out of here, please. But the Yeti has now moved back to their feet with this Yeti tank back. It's just kind of watching you guys defensively.
Alright,
I'm gonna start
does
creeping
Garrett
back
grab
towards-
her and we start walking
Yeah,
back?
Garrett.
Sorry, Pickle, I didn't make a cut you off. I'm lagging.
Scoops her
Sorry.
up in his arms. It's alright, dear. You're safe. We're gonna take you home. He's now carrying the Helen, just sobbing and holding on to him very fast.
Also, at this point, before we start walking back, I want to try to get this owl to look ahead of us on the way that we came in.
Please work,
Fucking
owl.
piece of shit.
Yay. Do the owl
Roll an
call.
18, does that work? Alright, he says look, and then he flies off.
Flies off. In a few moments, it comes back and lands on you, and it doesn't claw you or peck you. Rourke and Rourke and Maxwell, go ahead and or Masahiko, go ahead and roll a percentage.
Advantage normal.
Of course, advantage.
Sweet.
You don't see him.
Alright, the party starts walking back then, unless someone wants to do something else.
Garrett
We need to get
starts
the fuck outta here.
walking back towards you. At this point, he doesn't even care about the Yeti. But he does have a sword in his hand, and he's carrying this halfling with him.
She says Astrid went up north a ways on the spur. I have to find her. Mokingo is the gunner. I'll have to bear that.
We must give him his proper burial. And upon saying that, Denali is going to start making her way back to the section of the cave where his body was. And she wants to place his great axe, and she's going to sheath it, try and carry it, and she wants to pick up his body and head and try to carry him out of the cave.
You leave the head behind?
No.
Alright, so you're now carrying skeletal corpse remains of... It's not fully intact. There's like a leg missing, part of an arm, some ribs broken, things like that, but he was devoured.
Well, whatever she...
It's not a shambling mound of, skeletal remains, like pieces that you kind of just... A bundle of sticks in your arms at this point.
Yeah.
Except for the head that still has kind of partially decayed and frozen skin on it. Albeit gnawed and chewed on in bits and pieces. Is everyone going to start heading back out the cave?
Yeah, let's start walking back right now.
Alright, as you guys cross the natural land bridge of stone and ice within the cave, Bossy, go ahead and roll a accessory check for me. As you're watching the ridge to the north, you hear it before you see it. Over the ridge comes a Yeti. A really big Yeti. He's about 12 feet tall. Massive. And he's holding a mountain goat under his left arm. And he sees you both.
Goat ball.
And he drops it. And he moves.
I think it's time to go now. In the cave we go. Yep, in the cave.
God.
You guys are going to run into the cave, and the Yeti is going to get chased.
We have to warn the others.
You had to come up here for this stupid Yeti to follow us.
No, we're at...
I'll give you one turn with movement and action before I have everyone rolling initiative.
Went dark as hell, so you want to light cantrip it or you want to torch it?
I can... I'd say we... I can see in the dark, but you can't, right?
Nope.
Well, fuck me. Alright,
All
then.
that vision for what?
Can I look around for a rock?
A rock?
Yeah, just a rock.
A rock.
Hold in your hand.
Roll a nature check.
Okay.
You
8.
find a couple of rocks, hand size.
I'm gonna pick one up. As we run into the cave. And I wanna move deeper into the cave. So I'm gonna move. Can we move diagonal or no?
Just move squares.
Okay. I'm gonna cast the light cantrip on it as I move into the cave. Is that water to the left or is it frozen?
That's a frozen ice bridge.
Can I look for like tracks where my companions might have went?
Well, you already did a check for rocks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say no at this time.
Alright, yeah, then I'll just cast light on this thing then.
Okay. What are you doing, Masahiko?
Go in there, because that'll be dash action pretty much for me.
Okay. Is that in your turn?
Yep.
As that happens, there is a rumbling sound and an angry growling sound as a Yeti enters. Into the cave.
Maxwell's chasing us. No, Rurik chasing us.
You know, I blame the DM on that one there.
Now
What?
Maxwell.
can they see the light coming down the cave entrance? Is that possible?
We don't know yet.
Okay, it's 20. It's just 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim after, so 40 feet total. Let's figure it out.
Go torch.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh god. No.
As this Yeti starts bum rushing you all, everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Was that also a disadvantage since I'm fatigued?
Ooh, yay! 23, natural 20.
Rolls are shit tonight.
Wow! Alright, I'm done for tonight.
Don't feel bad. I got a Yeti in front of me.
I'm first.
I got a pissed off Yeti in front of me.
I don't think I've rolled double digits this entire night.
Be like that.
Like, even with a modifier. Take that back. My double digits were,
Did everyone roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fish finger.
Alrighty then.
Sweet.
Ace, you hear a very distinct roar, not coming from the Yeti you just encountered, but coming from the entrance down the tunnel.
Sweet. I'm gonna yell out, "Something's coming!" And that's
Yes,
it.
and that ends your turn. And Rurik, what are you doing?
It'd be nice to have my allies right about now. Anyway, down the cave. And I'm gonna keep running down the cave.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, I'm looking I'm looking around for my friends because I don't know where they went. I'm just running blind to the step cavern.
10, 15, 20. Okay. Alright, ends your turn, Masahiko. What are you doing as you see Roy heading off to the north? You can still see the light coming from his light rock.
Alright, we're gonna embrace destiny, and we're gonna pull out the musket, and we're gonna prime and ready to fire if it comes around the corner, because, fuck us.
Alright, so you setting up a reaction?
Yep, setting up reaction. If Cave Yeti comes around, we shoot Cave Yeti.
Kage, you hear the Yeti scream, and Ace yell out that there may be something coming.
I'm going to use my full movement to go towards the sound while staying in stealth.
Okay.
You mean go ahead and move, or is this just theater of the mind?
No, this is map time.
Okay.
Is that in your turn?
Yes. Do I need to roll stealth again?
Not yet.
Okay.
The Yeti behind you is going to roar.
Oh, God, no.
Kind of like a cry for help. Eric, what are you doing after hearing all of this?
Oh, he knew this was fucking gonna happen.
You did?
Oh, this bitch. Oh, yeah.
You read my notes?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck, man!
From California.
Stevie Wonder saw this one coming.
Man, you guys are clowns. Anyways, 5, 10. This fucking asshole's in the way. Hang on.
That's not my choice. He
Yeah,
put me there.
damn it.
Hold on. Can I go there? There you go.
I'm trying to get around everybody, but they're all fucking clumped up.
So,
Yeah.
Put me there. That's not my fault.
I'm just gonna stand here. I'm gonna pull out my great axe and just stand ready and end my turn.
All right.
Be in the goddamn way.
Parallel does nothing, because she's being held by Garrett. The Yeti is furious.
Like
so
fucking.
its domain.
More furious. Alright, it's an attack range.
I love that the
Alright,
cripple has
go ahead.
His ears are already being
Roll
blown out.
your attack.
Oh, God. Here it goes.
It misses as this gunfire. You guys hear an echo throughout it. You hear, but it is not afraid because it's not afraid.
It is. You know it's not afraid because of the way it is.
But it could be afraid.
One second. What the fuck? Gotta check something real quick. There's something on here.
And then the glaive cap collapses and kills the Yeti instantaneously.
And the party is now deaf.
Oh shit! It's a cave-alanche.
Cave avalanche. Roll initiative for ingenuity.
Give yourself an inspiration for a bad joke.
Where did it go? 1 second.
You know what? I think that's why I gotta start burning my inspiration on my fucking missed firebolts. Just so I can miss twice if I'm just disappointed.
Fucking you guys real quick. That's not correct.
Just start cannon firing. Like, I feel like when I throw a firebolt, I feel like I'm like a Dragon Ball Z character just throwing a bunch of energy blasts at like fucking Cell, knowing full well it's not doing shit. Yeah. Look at these, Goku! I have the most powerful attack.
Self-destruct off.
TN.
Oh,
No, I'm
grenade.
sorry, this is Katsu. Or Yamcha, I guess.
Makiko, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, here goes. Please, for the love of God. Woo!
And you rolled a 21.
Yes.
Okay, you're good.
God.
Yeah, so this, yeah, he's going to attack you.
Oh no, he might not want to.
And he misses the first claw attack, and he goes and swipes you again with another one, and that one hits. And you take
Oh God.
12 points of cold damage as this Yeti comes in, and you fire, and makes him rear back, and he goes to claw you, misses because of the disorientating effect of your gunshot, but the second one lands, and you take 12 points of slashing and cold damage as you feel the chilling claws penetrate your skin. And as it's turn, the Yeti takes Denali, it's your turn.
So I am going to gently place the body of Mokingo down directly in front of me, like in
Pile of
out
bones?
of the grave. Yeah. And I'm going to pick up his great axe and step back here. I moved earlier because I wasn't in a square. And I am going to ready an action, so if a Yeti comes within my cone of my zone of effect, I don't know what it's called, I'm going to attack with the great axe.
If anything comes within 5 feet of you, you're going to swing your axe at it.
If a Yeti comes within 5 feet of me,
Specifically a Yeti?
or a creature that is dangerous and not my party.
Gotcha. Then your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Garrett's gonna come over here and run up behind Icewind and say, "We gotta get the fuck out of here!" And it is now Maxwell's turn. Rolled a 3 on initiative somehow.
It's been a day, man.
Today.
Climbed up a mountain, dodged an avalanche, nearly died climbing up here, and now I'm in this godforsaken fucking cave. I'm pissed.
I am perturbed.
I heard have I only heard the gunshot? Pretty
You
much.
heard the growls of Yetis from 2 directions and a gunshot and a very familiar dwarf voice.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stay where I'm at, but at the same moment I'm going to say,
I don't think going back is quite the option.
No shit!
Alright, Ace.
you're not with us. We don't know that there's a fucking Yeti, per se, coming at us in a narrow cavern.
You're about to.
Oh, yeah, no shit!
Ace, what are you doing?
Sweet. I'm already a spell. So then whatever comes around that
What
corner.
spell?
I don't know, maybe cause fear.
No, I need to know specifically the spell, because if you ready a spell, it's being cast, but you're holding it in your hand.
Cause fear.
If the reaction doesn't happen, you lose the spell. All right.
Cause fear.
Do you understand what I've told you? I'm trying to help you out here. Okay.
I understand. I'm saying that it's a joke.
Stop with your jokes. They're terrible. Moving on. Roar!
Get them from you.
But you do get them.
Alright, I'm gonna yell back to I'm gonna yell out, where's my party? This is bullshit! Yeti at the front! As I'm running through the fucking cave.
Then your turn.
I'm gonna turn, after I run, and I'm gonna hit the Yeti with, let's see, I'm gonna hit him with, Sacred Flame. That's Yeti too, right? The Yeti that hit Masahiko?
Yeah, the one that's right on his ass.
Okay. Alright, and I want to cast Sacred Flame on it.
Go ahead and roll. failed.
Okay.
Save throw.
The light is out of fluid again. Alright, and that's it.
No.
No,
he
the
said
Yeti
it
failed
you.
the saving throw.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it failed. I thought you meant my spell failed. My fault. And it takes 4 points of damage.
As you kind of quickly throw your arm up and Masahiko, what are you doing?
Alright. I'm gonna burn dash action to get to here, then use action surge and reload.
Alright, as you run away, he's going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
Yep.
And with that, he will miss.
Thank God.
And as you run, you said action, dash action?
And then action surge to allow me to reload.
Okay. Then it's your turn?
Yep.
No more action surge, still long rest or short rest?
Yep.
Kage, what are you doing?
Is it going to take half a move or 10 movement to get around party members?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to be in stealth. So
5,
here.
15.
That should be 30.
20, 25, 30. Yep.
I'm going to stay in stealth and.
Okay, so this is how stealth works. When you're in stealth, it's not a thing you choose to be or do in. You check to see if people can see you or not. Right now, your party members can see you, but enemies cannot. Technically, you're still in stealth. So if you happen upon an enemy, you'll have to re-roll a stealth check to see if they see you. And then you can do an attack from stealth.
I was just implying because I didn't know if you were going to make me roll it or not.
I don't need to know every 5 seconds that you're in stealth. Is what I'm trying to say.
That ends my turn.
1 second. I gotta pee real bad, guys.
Alright.
I never started my laundry. Oh no.
Somebody should have started their laundry.
Well, hopefully that takes like 15 minutes so I can at least get it in the dryer before I go to bed. Hey, what's the weather like down there?
Cold.
There's different varying kinds of cold.
Our cold feels like your cold, but when you come down here, our cold to you feels like Florida.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So it won't be that bad. Like I guess I was asking you.
You can walk around in a t-shirt and jeans, and you'll be fine.
I guess I was just asking for the temperature. Like how it's been, I guess, because it's been like between 30s and 50s out here. So.
Yes.
All right. So then the other Yeti has had about enough. And she runs up to Denali with the Yeti tied on her back, and she is going to attack Denali.
I think Denali had a reaction because she was ready.
All right, Denali, do your reaction.
All right, and that was on Yeti 1, correct?
Mm-hmm. It's a hit.
Oof.
It takes 15 points of damage. It goes. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for me. And you succeed. As it runs up to you, you can feel this cold, icy gaze on you. Up, and my fantasy grounds froze. And we're back. Hits you for 21, and you take 7 points of slashing cold damage, and swings its other claw at you for a 21, and you take 13 points of piercing and cold damage, and you succeed on your system shock check. As this
So
Yeti runs up. And Eric, it's your turn.
Alright, Eric sees this, he's gonna enrage. He's gonna move. Oh, sorry. And 15. He's gonna attack Yeti 1 with his great axe. And I would like to use my reckless attack on it to grant me advantage. And I'm gonna use. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Let's go. See what happens.
And that's a hit.
Cool.
And the Yeti takes 10 points of damage as you run in with your great axe and you slam it into its side as it's attacking Denali.
My turn.
That ends your turn. Fairlu's still screaming like a biatch. And the other Yeti runs up and is attacking the first thing he sees, which is a dwarf. Go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. Roy.
Okay. I was gonna ask you a question real quick. There's a fuck. Oh, is the effect poison or poison damage?
What effect?
No.
What I'm rolling for.
You won't know until it hits.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I get advantage on saving throws versus poison or poison. I have resistance to poison damage. So that's why I was asking if it was or wasn't. Then I would roll normal or whatever.
You're good to go. And you are good to go.
Okay.
And you feel its chilling gaze on you as it approaches and it attacks. It's a hit as you take 12 points of piercing and cold damage. And you fall unconscious.
Okay.
And it attacks you again. And you take 7 points of piercing and cold damage.
I'm at 21 of 21.
Yeah, you are dead. Any text not going.
Dead or unconscious?
You're dead. You're unconscious.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what I thought.
Sorry.
Yeah, because I still have to have the saving throws to be dead.
Yeah, because the system shock dropped you to your max value, but the hit didn't kill you. It made you unconscious. Okay. Denali, what are you doing?
So, I am going to attack Yeti 1 with the Great Axe.
That's a hit. And it takes 13.
I am going to use my action surge and attack again.
Okay. That's a hit.
And then I am going to use my stone. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead and finish her.
I want to take her fucking head off, just like they did to Mokingo.
As Denali swings the axe and heads. She swings it back over her head in like a helicopter spin, and one move pops the head off of the Yeti and its tightling as both bodies fall in two separate directions.
Sweet.
And then, as a bonus action, I want to use my stone's endurance real quick
To block damage?
to heal myself. So that'll
Okay.
be
Oh, wait. It's not a heal. It's a defense.
It negates
which was
damage.
one.
It's a reaction to damage.
Oh shit, then I have the wrong thing up. There was something else. that
Second
I
wind.
used, but
Yeah, second wind is
yeah,
your
that's what
ability.
it was. I had that one under that. Sorry.
Okay,
so I
so
wanted
roll a
to use second
1d10
wind.
plus
Sorry
your
about
level,
that.
which is 2, so
2.
so you get 11 points of healing.
Thank you. I had them both up, but had second one underneath.
So it should put you at 0 damage, right?
No, it'll put me at 9 because I had 21.
Okay.
Or it would put me at 10. Sorry.
21
And then
minus.
that's gonna end.
Okay.
10.
Alright, it's Garrett's turn, and he's going to continue running. With Perilous in his hand, and that ends his turn. Maxwell, what are you doing?
Oh boy. I am in a rock and a hard place between people. Oh, Jesus. Let me just take a look at skills really quick. My actions. I want to check something. Damn. I am. Let's see. Going to make my way downtown. Walking fast, days are passing. I'm
-1 to intelligence.
And it affects the whole party because we had to hear it.
No!
Sir.
Intelligence is my spellcasting modifier. Stop.
Yeah, where you going, dummy?
Over there.
Okay.
And that's just gonna end my turn.
Alright, Ace, what are you doing?
Sweet. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. Right there.
That looks like a wall. Oh, maybe not.
No, it's not a wall.
25, where you ended at.
Sweet. Now.
What are you doing?
Can I make it scared of me? With cause fear?
No, that spell is gone,
Alright.
and you go ahead and pick a spell slot off your list.
Alright.
But as you do come around the corner, you do see Masahiko looking down the tunneled or landmass of stone, and you see Masahiko reloading his firearm, and you see Rorik collapse at the foot of this Yeti with a brilliant light glowing from his hand where he's laying at.
Alright then. Caught. Chromatic orb then.
Okay.
Fire version.
Mm-hmm.
Targeting quick. Cast. Sweet.
Yeah, my fantasy ground says that's a hit.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, I'm in second, Goofy.
Fire.
Oof.
as it takes 16 points of fire damage. It yells.
Don't like fire.
Orb of fire just lights.
Yeah. Burn, baby, burn.
Is that end of your turn?
Yes, sirree.
Alright. Mazik, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Alright, we're going to take our second shot at it since I had burn and reload.
Don't make me tough.
Reset. Oh, God.
And then, and the shot misses.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do second wind on myself. Here goes the roll. Of course.
What is it? Is it just 3?
Yep.
Because +2 is your level.
Good proficiency.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, you heal.
And then I'm going to do my movement because I am not dying here.
You walk through friends, it'll be 5 movement speed added.
Is Garrett carrying her? Oh, wait.
Yeah, Garrett's carrying a Perry Lou, so let me move. There you go.
So, 5, 15, 20, 25. Yep, that's there. That gets me there.
Alrighty then. Kage, it's your turn. What are you doing?
And I'm gonna ready for a sneak attack if the Yeti comes by.
You're going to ready an attack.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Eric, what are you doing?
I don't know. Sorry. We're gonna move. Am I making that 5, 10, 20, 25, 30? I need to use a dash action to get the fuck over here. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna use a dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, end my turn.
Alright. Perrylou's not doing anything. And the Yeti is going to attack the body of Rourke. As you see the Yeti, Kage, and Ace attack Rourke. Kind of in a rage. Just mauling and clawing the shit out of Rourke. Denali, it's your turn.
Alright, so I am going to move. And you said it's 5, or how much movement to go diagonally? Sorry, I'm trying to do math right now.
What?
To go diagonally to get between players, you said it's how much movement? 10 feet?
Now, to walk through players, it takes 5 feet of movement.
Okay.
Every foot is another foot.
Okay. So I'm going to do that.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you're not going to make it there with one movement. So it'd be 5. Do you want me to move you? Alright. Just show me where you want to go.
Okay, I'm just going to end up over here. Fuck it.
Okay. That's your first movement of 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. You want to take a dash action. You want to do anything else?
I was thinking, I'm going to end my turn.
Alright. And Garrett kind of stops and is like, son of a bitch! And he backs up with Perry-Lou in his hands. Kill that fucking thing! Max, it's your turn. What do you...
Alright, now that it's been cleared out a little bit, and everyone's kind of stuck, let's see what we got. Alright, just gonna go there.
What are you doing?
Ooh. How much of a disadvantage would I be to throw a spell at him?
Is it a projectile or
It's a projectile.
appear in a spot you see?
It's a projectile.
You would be at a disadvantage, yeah.
Let me see what I got here. Well, if I use inspiration, would it be a normal roll?
Yes.
I will do that, and I'll cast Firebolt at it. Good luck, Masahiko. My rolls have been shit, so who knows? You might get a fireball in the back of the head.
Sweet.
Then explodes at point blank, kills both of us.
You know what? Hey, the way tonight's going, I'm alright with this. Alright, so I'll just roll that normal. I'll use inspiration. And ha!
Nice.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Good enough. As you launch this firebolt, weaves its way through your party members and hits the Yeti. And stops him from destroying the body of Rourke Ace.
Sweet. I'm gonna hit him with another chromatic orb fire version.
Wait, where'd that damage go? Didn't it?
Oh,
go
yeah, I did not click on the Yeti. I'm sorry.
Alright, I got it. It's on there now.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Now.
Thank you, Kage. Ever vigilant.
I would like to use inspiration.
No, the first one hit.
Okay, never mind. I'll keep it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And you're doing fire as it takes another orb to the face.
Dang it, if only someone was awake and anyone else was close.
So you used a chromatic orb last time, right?
Yep.
Alright, so you have no spell slots left.
Nope, but I got Sapping Sting and Toll of the Dead, and I'll be fine. And Firebolt.
Okay.
I hope.
Masahiko, it's your turn.
Reloading. And that burns
Okay.
my action.
Alright, Kage. Did you want to move anywhere, Masahiko, or you're good where you're at?
I'm happy where I'm at.
Alright, Kage, what are you doing?
I want to go in for a sneak attack.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I want to roll in for an attack.
Yeah, he sees you plain as day. Yeah, just go ahead and do a standard attack. And it misses as this Yeti is kind of fighting the flames on and in its movement and dodges your blade attack.
Can I use my offhand for the other attack?
It's a bonus action. You can use your offhand. It does not take any modifiers, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
And that one hits.
So it wouldn't be the +5. So I'm just going to roll it normal, 1d4.
Yep.
It would also lose your proficiency, too, for the attack roll.
1 second.
Notes are being taken due to immediate sounds and procedures. Thank you. And you didn't, you did target him, I beat. Clickety, clackety. So how was everyone's day today?
Not the time.
Okay.
Okay. So the attack roll gets her proficiency. Her damage roll does not get the modifier. And the damage is 2, right?
Yes.
Sure.
I thought it
You'll
was.
have to add the damage because
I
I
added
didn't
it.
want it to. Okay.
And is that in your turn?
Mhm.
Eric, what are you doing?
I thought it was a 1d6.
Why would it be a 1d6?
It's a
Sneak
1d4. I don't have sneak attack because I rolled a nat
It was
1
just her
on
dagger
stealth.
attack offhand.
Oh, that was the offhand.
Mhm.
That's right. So that might be.
Alright, now that you guys got that figured out, with full of fury and rage, Eddie's gonna move 5, 10.
Right there, when you stop at 10 feet, you turn around and see the mangled, bloodied, lifeless body of Icewind.
Oh, now he's really pissed.
Trying to attack it. Alright,
So
continue.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Please kill it.
Hang on, my Instagram is really fucking lagging right now.
Yeah, it's a little slow right now.
So, I would like to attack this thing with Reckless Attack and use my Great Weapon Master for a -5 on my attack roll.
Yes, sir.
Once it fucking figures it out. There it is. Come on. Holy shit. There it is.
It's a hit.
Cool. I don't know just how I want to end this. If I get it. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah.
Finish him.
As Eric sees Rurik on the ground, he charges and runs at the Yeti. And he's screaming, "No, Rurik!" And he raises his axe above his head and like dives in to the Yeti and brings his axe directly center between the eyes of the Yeti.
And as that happens,
puts his feet on the chest of the Yeti as it falls back.
when that happens, he lands almost on his shoulders. Great axe finds purchase. And it makes a loud cracking sound as this metal meets marrow and bone. And it hits with a splash of blood on your face. And as it's stuck in it, you can feel the firm grasp of your blade or your weapon itself. Instead of forcing it down, you use your body weight and you drop down to its eyes while holding your axe in front of it. And you stare in his eyes and you scream, "Ah!" as the weight rips all the way down to the ground, crackling the ground, the rumbling from the mountain. As this silent beast splits in two, its left part dangles for a minute in suspension, loose from support, and falls over the side, and its right side just kind of crumbles. As you turn around and you leave your great axe in the ground, you rush to Rurik's side. Rurik, what are your final words? You're muted or something, we can't hear you.
I'm not
There you go.
talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think.
As you all gather around, it's hard to watch. You can see organs and bones and flesh and mush, blood. Blood spatter from his mouth.
It's not the end. Your fight goes on.
With that, his eyes closed, and you notice the rock that he was holding, glowing, vibrant, flickers. And the once lit cavern diminishes. And if you don't have dark vision, pure darkness. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Well, goddamn it.
There goes Ruud. I'm not level 3 yet, so I'm sorry.
Yep, nobody is.